Game Pass price hikes and the commotion it has caused. Let's talk about it.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come in, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Plume's trading people where skin. All recent gaming go, it's an A to B. Good morning, come and moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin!
Chat. I am so sorry, my chat, man. I seriously thought I put the time for 9:30. So, I had the PC on, I did a couple things before I went out, before I sat here and everything. I seriously thought I put for 9:30. It was for 9 a.m. I am so sorry, but chat, thank you guys for waiting for me. My bad. Seriously, that was my bad. Hey, it happens. I'm sorry. But either way, though, chat, let's start off the show with a beautiful and awesome good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one with Sean, beautiful and awesome Thursday. Chat, how are you guys doing today, especially with everything that happened yesterday? Because, hey, I got to say something. I got a couple things I want to say out of my mind with this topic of conversation that I couldn't say yesterday because this news just came by and woof, just literally just came out of the blue. It's hard to, to sit there, give opinions about news that just dropped by, news that comes by like that real quick because, hey, we were live when this happened. We saw the price hikes. We saw a lot of people get angry. We saw a lot of people, going out there, cancel the subscriptions. We saw a lot of things happening. And yet, once I settled down during the day, I sat there and I said, okay, let's read through these tiers calmly. Let's read what are the changes. Let's read what's going on for me to understand what is happening. Why is a lot of people mad? Why did a lot of people cancel? And all the stuff that's happening, right? So I sat down calmly, read through it, and now I totally understand a lot of things, and we are going to dissect this. We're going to talk about this and see if probably some people will change their mind. Probably people are going to sit here. Some people, like I said, people are going to cancel. I have my personal opinion about some things where I'm mad at some areas, and I'm going to blast for it. But does that mean, am I going to leave the Xbox platform? Am I going to say goodbye to it? Am I going to say F you Xbox? I'm going to PlayStation. Am I going to say, hey, I'm going to PC? Hey, I'm doing this? No, I'm not going to be that guy. Because at the end of the day, right, what I do love is gaming. But I got a couple things I want to say about what happened yesterday. But either way, though. All right, so let's see what chat's saying. David Cohen says $30 for Xbox Ultimate is already pushing it. I'm still sub, so I don't have to pay the $30 a month. It's equal to $360 a year. I still love Game Pass Ultimate though. I'm keeping mine active. All right, cool stuff. I will say Xbox Game Pass Ultimate still has the benefits of day one games. Hold up a second, chat. I gotta do something I forgot to do. Let me do this real quick because damn, I totally forgot about this. Uh-oh. I forgot to send my picture of my coffee being ready today on Twitter. Damn. David Cohen, good morning to you, sir. 30 is not ideal. I'm still seeing stuff. Mine was only 15. I understand that Xbox Game Pass is always going to be awesome. However, I also find it silly people are unsubbing from it. No matter Xbox Game Pass in general is a great pass hike. Hasn't happened. Well, David Cohen, I'll tell you why people are doing this, and I'm going to tell you from my perspective. Especially on my side of the world, right? So I'm going to talk about it on my side of the world. The sad thing about this whole situation is for not just being Microsoft being greedy, it's the entire gaming industry. Yep. Because we're going to tackle this down. The game industry is getting out of hand with their strange and often bad decisions. Man, David, you ready? Man, David, you did the show. Danny Rubin, what's up? Good morning. What's up? He says Xbox console still dead. Game is still dead now. Game Pass is dead. I wouldn't say that yet. Nope. Xbox Game Pass is not dead, but it's not as affordable as it was. Also, games have been getting huge discounts, and there are games that are permanently discounted based on the age of games. DJ Dynagy, good morning to you, sir. He says, I'm not gonna lie, it might be over Xbox. The first 48 games says I traded my Xbox for Switch 2 when they are giving it 420. Why would you want to switch your Xbox? That's something. Look. I don't understand why people keep doing this. Why do people keep taking their stuff and switching it in for something else even more expensive? Okay, let's keep going. David Cohen, I also see the argument that 360 gen is the GOAT and an incredible console gen. And yeah, Xbox 360 was not interesting and exciting console gen, but OG Xbox and Xbox Series X gens aren't terrible for bad either. Although I do agree that the leap in graphics is huge anymore. The leap of graphics happened in 360. All right. Rachie, what's up? Good morning. 30 is good if you're unemployed and online all day. Buffett all day. Still have 7 months left, so I guess I will get 6K. Hey, Rachie. That's some good shit right there, because let me tell you something. I have like 25,000 V-Bucks. No joke. Because when I was playing Fortnite, I started to pay the $12 thing. And the last Fortnite run I did really well. I think it was the best one. There was another one after that one. But yeah, the best one like I really did finish was the Mandalorian one. And after that, I just let it sit there. And I totally forgot about the $12. And then one day, my credit card expired, and I got an email. And they're like, hey, listen, we cannot renovate. I'm like, why can't you? What's going on? So when I go in, I'm like, oh, shit, I got 25,000 V-Bucks. And I said, I'm not renovating this stuff. Why? I'm not playing Fortnite. Louis, change the channel to PS or Nintendo International Podcast. Why am I going to change my channel? Why? Because here's what's funny, Danny Rubin. What do you want me to do? Cheer for Nintendo? No. Cheer for PlayStation? No. Cheer for PC? No. Danny Rubin, everything has gone nuts. And that's the thing I'm going to talk about right here. David Cohen, your comments come in bundle like Game Pass Ultimate. I have no respect to people who say they will cancel Game Pass, but then go stack up by any means possible before they change. Wow. Hey, Trey Gaming, what's up, man? Good morning. How's your day? Talk to me about it. Look at that Xbox Fire Pick is real. Hey, thank you. Which is true. They are in fire right now. They are. They're in the line of fire right now. The Xbox is dropping down to hell because hell. I just don't get it. So let's keep going. Microsoft better get it together because they should send with my annual salary. They got a price hike like this. Damn. I mean, why don't man? We should tell Microsoft to give us an annual salary too, right, Sin? I mean, they should pay us. Shit. Ooh, anything about shilling? Louis is going to buy all of us all Game Pass Ultimate for a year. Really? Louis! I mean, I want to meet that Louis music. Seriously, who's that Louis? Who's that Louis? I want to meet him because if he's going to buy me in for a year, I want to talk to that Louis. Man, which Louis are you talking about? Jacob Noah says, I'm tired of outrageous because it lasted overnight. Mr. Boomstick, for example, say 3 USD is fucking outrageous, but still will buy the next gen Xbox for $1,000. Listen, Jacob, I want to tackle this today. Mr. Glass at 20 was the peak point for Game Pass for me. At 30, I'm going to buy the game I want on sale. And good morning, everyone. Popeye! Man, that's a cool name, Popeye. Wait, where did it go? Oh, no, where did it go? Oh, now we have, Popeye, which is called Popeye in Spanish. PlayStation better. But you always got to come in and say PlayStation is better. How is PlayStation better? So, Chad, I'm reading through all the comments so that I can start the show real quick. Xbox Series X is the best console ever, and I will keep it, but Game Pass will need to go. Backlog, here I go. Good choice. I'm mad because I'm broke. The question is, who isn't broke right now with this day and age and the economy how it is? You can hate the hype, but you're saying you need to hate it because I hate it. Sturdy still run 90K value. Yo, what's crack lacking? Mike Johnson. Kenneth J. Williams. Remember back then, Xbox Live used to be $50 a year. Man, Kenneth J. Williams, it was some beautiful times. Here comes Eleni with whoa, 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 whoa. CISO 86. I'm still using my Game Pass. I enjoy the show. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I mean, I'm happy you're enjoying the show, man. Happy. Wow, you guys are just on the slander. Here we go. Here we go. Becca says, depending on the COD beta, I might be canceling my COD pre-order thingy. I'm going to middle tier. All right. Exactly, Mr. Glass. I mean, I just love how they come in here and say, "Whoa, this is better." Seriously, a company that silently goes out there and reduce their storage to 825 and charging you $500 is better. And not only the storage, they also reduce the weight because hey, we got look. If you saw Austin Evans' video, he even said it. They made some good engineering, and I gotta give them props when they do something good, right? So they save money on some metals on the PS5. They reduce some size of a couple things, and yet they also reduce the SSD. You think that's better? Wow. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, that's how the PlayStation guys are, but yeah. And let me tell you something, chat. This is the example I'm going to tackle right now. Is this fanboy crap? Oh, that's because of tariffs, man. Fuck the fucking tariffs, man. Talk with that bullshit right here. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. I know tariffs have taken effect, but you cannot always pinpoint something to tariffs. Fuck that shit. I'm being serious. The problem is us, the fans, where I deeply lost a lot of faith. I'm being serious. I deeply lost a lot of faith. Because the problem right here is Mike Johnson. It's not that it's PlayStation. It's not Xbox. It's not. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Go, papi. ¿Cómo? Aquí en la casa. Mira, ¿cuándo voy a buscar los euros? No, los euros, para completar el pago. Sí. Sí, yo te lo dije el lunes cuando yo te vi, te lo vi. ¿Eh? Que tú fuiste, compraste euros y después fuimos a reserva depositando. En la tiradente, sí, sí. Nosotros, tú compraste lo gran popular y después lo depositamos en reserva. Pero tú no tienes que, si tú quieres, tú lo cambias, tú no tienes que ir, yo voy a reservar los depósitos, que son 2,000 y pico, no es mucho, pero el pendiente ya de los pagos del abogado. 2,000 y pico euros. Son 2,000, yo te voy a poner total ahora, te lo voy a escribir por WhatsApp para que tú sepas. Ah, sí, está bien, yo te voy a, si tú no vas a transferir, yo puedo ir al banco, yo lo cambio y después voy a reserva, ¿está bien? Así lo... Está bien, yo averiguo. Está bien, está bien, yo te averiguo ahora, está bien, no hay problema. Estamos un ratico que estoy en vivo aquí. Tú me llamaste. Estoy aquí haciendo el show, está bien. Hablamos ahora. Bye bye, bye bye. Oh, chat, sorry. The thing is my father. Silent, yeah, well, all these people watching, Louis, yeah, sorry about that. The thing is, Silent, my father called. So if my father calls, right, I got to pick up the phone. It's my father. So I don't know if it's an emergency or something I got to pick up. But the good thing I called him because, we got to do a transaction that's urgent. Bro, what kind of question is that? Are you, what? What's wrong? No, I'm Dominican. Sorry about that, chat. So let's keep going, right? Look, that's the problem right here, is how much of a fanboy are we that we always got to defend everything a company does? That's our big problem. And look, this is the funny thing. And let me tell you all something, right? We had a price tag from Xbox the other day, and I talked about this here on the show. The Xbox 2 terabyte was up to, what is it, $800, the 2 terabyte version. And you know what people did? They went out there, they started to troll, like they always do, making fun. The PlayStation guys went out there and fun. They're like, oh, your console's more expensive than mine. Really? So I'm trying to understand something. 5-year-old tech has gone up 2 times this generation on these two consoles. 2 times, one on the Nintendo Switch, the first one, right? One, or was it two? I don't know how many times Nintendo Switch went up, but it was two. Yeah, you guys go out there trying to troll this thinking that it's not going to happen to you. Because at the end of the day, guess what's happening? It's happening to you. And how many times have we said this? Because you guys right now are saying, wow, Xbox is dead now because, the price went up. Guess what? I'm going to see a PS Plus going up soon. That's going to happen to you. And when you guys go out there and talk about it, try to troll with this, I know people's responses and they say, well, even though it's 30, it holds up the value. Even though, it's all this stuff, it holds up the value. That's what they say. But what they don't understand is when you guys go out there and post this stuff out there on Twitter, this is data for these companies. They read this data and they say, okay, these guys say it still holds up the value, so we're good. And they keep on reading all that data, they keep on picking it up. Just like that guy who went out there from Rockstar, which I know that was a person or close to Rockstar or someone that, I don't know, works in Rockstar. It's got to be that posted, would you be able to pay $100 for GTA 6? And a lot of people were like, yeah, I'll pay it. And that's data for those companies to pick up. Y'all fell on that bait right there. But hey, let's keep cooking. So, like I was saying though, this is our main problem here. We need to sit one day and talk about how are we going to say, hey guys, what are you going to do to stop these price hikes? What is going to happen? Because seriously, it's going to get to a point where we, as video gamers, are going to be like, man, it's getting too expensive. I mean, we're getting tired of this. It's getting too expensive for us, and now we're going to start pushing this thing to a side because look, right? For example, me in Dominican Republic. Yesterday, I sat down and talked to you, and I told you guys, I'll still pay for the 30. It's 2,000 pesos. It's not going to affect me. It's not. But then when I sat down and patiently, relax, analyze the numbers and everything, I was like, damn, that's 360 a year that I can use to even buy a plane ticket, do something else, enjoy my life. And, but hey, okay, I get that. $30 a month, but hold up a second. I still sit there and I look at it and I still analyze it. Hold up, what am I paying $30 for? Let me sit here and look at this, right? So I look at over here and I analyze deeply. I'm like, okay, I'm paying for cloud gaming, $30, which now it's everywhere, right? Okay. I'm paying for Call of Duty, the benefit of having Call of Duty. I'm paying for the benefit of Fortnite again. I'm not playing as much as I used to. And PlayStation, how much did it do? Twice too, Mike Johnson. Stop defending PlayStation, Mike. You're not going to get it away from this today. Stop defending that crap when you know it went up twice too. Remember, it was 400, then 450. Now we're at 500. So what are you talking about? Oh my God. So, where was I? So I sat there and analyzed the $30 situation. I'm like, okay, what are my benefits? Okay, I get cloud for 1440p. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna check something because hey, yeah, no, hold on, Ice Cold Cabbage. I know where I'm going with this. Hold on. Just look. You guys need to relax and chill. Okay, I'm right now logging in my Xbox. I'm gonna check something out, chat, real quick. Did my camera? All right. So get more with Ultimate. Starting November 4th, subscription price will update in applicable regions. Click my view plans to learn. Ubisoft Plus, Fortnite Classic, 75 plus. Around 200K rewards points a year. Okay, so I'm limited. That's something I understand. When I say play and earn up to 100K rewards points a year, does that mean that I'm limited to 100K reward points? That's some questions, like I said, I gotta ask. So, got it. All right, let me do something real quick. Where is my Game Pass? So, like I said, let's start off with cloud. I have 1440p cloud. Sweet. Yeah, I got cloud, but hold on a second. Let me go to games. Right? Let me go to my library, right? Oh, where is it? Because I hate all this stuff. So, okay. So here we go. Games apps. Okay, games. Where is my full library? Okay, Game Pass games. Xbox Game Pass games. Okay, let's see one that I don't have installed. All right, let me see. Because before I start to play, I got to check something out. Oh, it does have cloud. Play with cloud gaming. Let's launch it. Because if I do have cloud gaming, then I'll be like, oh, I'm impressed. Wow, does it take that long to launch? Okay, we'll wait till it launches. Okay, So I'm already testing out the cloud game. All right, I look at it. Okay, we got 1440p cloud. What else do we have? We have Microsoft Rewards, which no matter what, it's still not beneficial for me. No matter what, it's still not beneficial for me because I can't use the reward points. I can't use them. The other day, I switched my reward points to get 3 months of Game Pass. Like, let me start using this stuff because I had like 150,000 accumulated, right? So I went in there and I switched it, and I'm like, but I cannot use these points. They didn't even send me a code. They're like, man, we're not gonna send you a code. I'm like, what? I don't know why they didn't even send me a code. I don't know why they did not give me the 3 months of Game Pass when I renewed this stuff. So okay, all right. That's two things I got to take down the list, unless they make it better down the road. Because the thing is, are you guys going to make it better? Because I have been for years waiting for you guys to get the reward points better. I've been for years, you guys, waiting to get the cloud better, especially here in Dominican, which I'm hoping it launches. Right now it says cloud gaming, but I'm not seeing anything happen. So let's pray that it launches. Let's pray for that. Okay, so here's the thing, though. Like I said, I sat down and analyzed this, and I also saw something that really caught my eye, and that was the PC tier. The PC tier is the best option. And it's an option I'm like, why don't you guys have this option on console? That is the area where I just seriously do not understand. Why don't you give us that option for people like me that, yeah, there you go. Something went wrong. Got another try. Give it another try. Let's see. Visit Xbox.com. Error help. There you go. I got the error right here. So basically, if I want to play with cloud gaming, I'm relaunching it again just in case it's not going to launch. So I don't have cloud. So there's right there something I got to take off the list. The 1440p cloud, I cannot use it unless if I have a VPN, which I know right now VPN is blocked, so I can't even load up the VPN to try it out. And it's been something I've been saying for years. Hey, cloud, make it work. But hey, that's how it is. So there's something the $30 I'm not going to use. Plus Fortnite, because seriously, Fortnite is cool, but I already got 25,000 V-Bucks. So basically what I'm going to do is next month, I'm just going to get more V-Bucks to get to 100K or something. So that's something, that I saw, and I was like, damn, should I pay the $30 though? That is a question that people are going to start asking themselves, and I know that a lot of you guys are going to start asking yourself that too. Should I pay the $30? Well, here's the thing though. If you guys are going to use the benefit, it's because you have no. It's not that silent. I have almost 500 gigs. No, it's not 500 gigs. 500 megabytes of internet, right? Of download. So if I have 500 megabytes of download, I can be able to play. Not only that, when I turn on the VPN to Netflix, Netflix is streaming games, I can play some games on there. I even tried Luna and it was working fine. Kenny J. Williams says continue to stack up. That's the only option we got to continue to stack up, right? So, like I'm saying, yeah, I have fiber too. Yeah, that's true. I do have fiber internet. But like I'm saying though, right? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Where is this? What is going to happen with this, right? So $30 a month for Louis is 2,000 pesos, which includes that's like 24,000 pesos a year. Should I keep paying it or not? 500 megabytes is low. Hey, now we finally moved up to 1 gig. So yeah. Yep, I got the error again. Something, give it another try. Yep, there you go. I know we don't have cloud gaming. I know that for a fact, but I know I have remote play. Turning this thing off. So the thing is, right? Where am I going to go? That's the question. 2,000, pesos a year. I mean, a month. Plus, when I sit there and I go to 12 months a year, it's 24,000, almost 26,000. Is it 24? Yeah, it's 2410. That's 22. Yeah, 24,000 pesos a year, right? Oh, what are you guys gonna troll me today? Let me speak my thoughts. Stop trolling me. All right, so let's continue with my idea, right? Where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? Because then I start looking at my backlog and I'm like, well, my backlog looks interesting. I have a backlog of games I can sit there and play. So what I can do is do the switcheroo. Why don't I cancel the $30, pay the 15 just to have online play, go back to my backlog, finish these games, and then if I like a game, I'm just gonna switch it back to 30 and enjoy the game. That's it. But instead of me doing all those switcheroos and stuff, Microsoft, why don't you give the Xbox guy a tier like PC? I mean, you guys went out there, showed us these plans because let me tell you something. In value for the $30, it holds up, right? When I do mean it holds up is you have $10,000 in games in there, right? And for $30 a month, it's not bad for the value of $10,000 in games worth put into Game Pass. If you look at it that way, money wise, the value holds up. No joke, it does. I mean, we got to be honest, guys. I cannot sit here and be like, the value doesn't hold up when it does hold up. Because again, we know there's more than $10,000 worth of games put in there. Now, are we either going to play all those games? No, I believe we're not. Of course, we're not going to be playing all those games. We're going to play several of those games because at the end of the day, when you sit there, you got to be like, well, I played this game, I played this game, I played this game, I played this game, right? On Game Pass that I didn't spend, what was it? I spent $20 on it. You're like, well, yeah, it still holds up the value. Even though it went up to 30, it still holds up the value. You sit there and you think about it like, yeah, it still holds up the value. It still does, no joke. But how about people that just can't use cloud, are not going to be able to use Fortnite? Because I understand, Microsoft, why you did the Fortnite thing. I get it. Because let me tell you something. Here in Dominican, we have a saying. We tell people, tiguerazo. Like, yeah, I saw right through you. I know what you're doing. I understand why you guys added the Fortnite thing because basically, you guys, every single month, what do people play on Xbox? Fortnite, GTA. How many times have you ever mentioned this? A lot of the times. So all these Fortnite guys that see this option and also love to play single player games and stuff like, well, let me take a gander at this. $30 a month. I get the V-Bucks. I get 400 plus games. I get Call of Duty. Got all this stuff. Man, this is awesome. It's a way for you to grab the Fortnite guys. I get it. That's cool. That's fantastic. That's actually a good move. No, seriously, it's a good move because when you look at it, right, the way how Christopher Drink puts it out there, because I find it pretty funny that Christopher Drink now is like an Xbox guy. I mean, I'm laughing my ass off because he yesterday seriously went out there to defend Xbox. Like, Christopher Drink defending Xbox? Man, I'm scared now because I think, I know there's a comment heading this way. I mean, is it the end of the world that's coming soon? I know there was like a big ass comment that's coming this way. I mean, I'm scared. I'm thinking something bad going to happen. I'm scared. Knock on wood, I hope nothing happens to us. But shit, when I saw it, I was like, whoa, this is the end of the earth. I mean, I saw the business letter of from Christopher Drink's side. He's talking about Game Pass, how it holds the value and all this stuff. Hey, he brought up some very good points, right? But again, why the Xbox guys, the one who seriously sat here for years, and this is like my biggest complaint. We've been sitting here for years. We've been fighting through all the stuff that people have thrown at us from the PlayStation fans. Everything that's happening out there. Why don't you guys give us a tier like PC? Especially of what happened yesterday. Because I got to tell you something, right? I'm happy about this, what happened yesterday. Because I saw a lot of people unite. I saw a lot of people go out there and say, hey, listen, Microsoft, we love you, but we're not sticking with this. We're going to go out there and fight this price hike because we're not happy with this price hike. We're not happy that you guys all of a sudden drop down and give us a 10. Because I even said this yesterday while talking to several people, asking me, what are your thoughts? I said, listen, if Microsoft in the very beginning, when it started with Game Pass, they came up and said, well, you got this Ultimate tier that's $30. You got this other option that's 25 or 20 or 15 or 10. I mean, I'll tell you something. A lot of people would have said, hey, I'm going to go pay the 30 during that time. They would have said it if they wanted that option, right? They would have said, hey, I'm happy to pay the 30. Why not? I mean, I got all this cool stuff. I got cloud gaming, all this stuff. I'm happy with it, right? So you go over here to the PC side. These guys you pretty much started working with on 2014, which what I mean by started working with 2014 is you started dropping your games over there. Game Pass, came on. I think Game Pass came out on Xbox first, right? And then it dropped down to PC, right? I think there was only Game Pass on the Xbox, then it went to PC. So you're telling me that the PC guys over there are getting a much better tier in a way because it's kind of funny. You're paying $17 a month for that tier. You get EA games, you get the Ubisoft classics, you get Day One games, Xbox games in there. You also get Call of Duty for that price. But yet again, you don't get cloud, you don't get all the other stuff. Why us Xbox no fans cannot have that tier for us? That's something you would have known because look, you guys went out there and switched things. I get it. You guys went out there, up the price. I get it because shit, right? Things are going up, yada, yada, yada. I get it. I get all that stuff. But again, you went up real quick with that 30. And instead, because look, you guys should have also had a family plan. Give us that option. Or I got a better one for you, Xbox. This is a better one, something that you guys had from the very beginning. Give us a year buy of Game Pass. Wow, that would be amazing. Well, I mean, you want to pay monthly, you pay 30. If you want to pay for a year, pay 230, 240, 220 a year, and that's it. We forget about it. Trust me, a lot of people will go ahead and pay for it. That's a good option. Why can't you guys do that? You guys had it and then you just killed it off. I don't know why you guys killed that thing off. Give people that option to go ahead and pay for that. Like PlayStation does it. Because again, you got to give props, when there's something good. PlayStation had it and it's still doing it. Why don't you do it too, Microsoft? Give people that option and say, hey, I want to pay a full year of Game Pass, what's it called? Ultimate. And drop it down the price. I mean, I would be happy to do that. But you're not giving us that option. The only option you're giving us is, right? The better option you're giving all of us is this. You are giving us that we only have the monthly option and that's it. Nothing else. We don't have anything else. We don't. We don't have anything else but this. That's it. That's all we got. Give us more options, Xbox. Let us choose what we want to choose. Now, if PC has that tier, give us that tier. We need that tier. Now, like I said, something beautiful happened yesterday. A lot of people who went out there and canceled this. I'm happy for a lot of them that did that. Really, the ones who truly went out there to cancel this to say, hey, Microsoft, you guys are pushing too hard on these price hikes. We're going to start, dropping by and saying goodbye. No. And there was some people who just went out there just for the FOMO, stuff like that. Is it FOMO? That's it, right? Or whatever, right? But what's up, Jacob? No, good morning, man. Looney Warwick, good morning. Good morning. Hey, listen, good morning to you because I see you guys are talking. I will jump into you guys right here. But at the end of the day, give us options. We need to have those options. You can't lock us up on these tiers. You cannot lock us up on this stuff. Give us options, Because look, let me tell you what's going to happen now. And I said this before. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? All right? That's why you got a lot of people canceling. That's why you got a lot of people, saying, I'm going to switch to, the essential. I'm going to switch to, to this. Because, heck, they're going to switch it. Because they're saying, I'm not using everything that's in there. And when they see a good month coming, they will say, well, let me go to Ultimate, play this month, and then go back to Essential after I'm done with the game. That's what people are going to do. They're going to have, trust me, you're going to have that problem over here, Microsoft. You're seriously going to have that problem here. You're going to see people unsub and drop, and then you're going to see people 1 month go up and play and then drop again. That's what's going to happen to you guys. No joke. It's going to be a screwy effect right there. Instead of you guys saying, okay, listen, because I was actually hoping that today we saw some damage control. I was actually hoping, Microsoft come out, say, hey, we saw a lot of people, cancel. We saw a lot of people this. Let's do this. Here are options. Hey, PC's got this tier. Why don't we give them that same tier but for $20? Would I be mad? I'll be like, damn, it's $2 more than PC, but hey, it's only $2. It wouldn't affect me as much. That would be a good tier for us to have. Not having the option for cloud gaming, I would be happy to pay for it. No joke. It would be nice to have that option. Because for what it seems, though, Microsoft, and let me tell you something, and I'm telling you from my perspective, right? What it seems, though, you guys are more in love with the PC user, and us, where are we? We've been here since the very beginning. We've been out here, fighting this. We've been out here pushing the company. We've been out here, talking about the benefits of what you guys have. We're talking about the good things of what you guys have. But yet, us, the guys who play on Xbox, where are we? We might be, 30 million users, 40 million users, but it's 40 million users that brought into you 5 billion in revenue of game sales, which was something beautiful that we saw, right? It's true. We did that. But but seriously, I don't get it. Why you guys? Well, I do get it. You guys are going to start shifting the console, the PC, and everything. But here's the thing, though, Microsoft. You guys are right now having the ultimate for the Xbox guys, right? But what happens when you do the shift? Make the console the PC as a PC thing. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and pay for the PC option. Especially me, since I cannot use cloud. Especially me, since I cannot use this and that. But seriously, by the time I get there, I'm going to be paying the $30. Why don't y'all just seriously put that tier onto Xbox? I mean, that's a pretty sweet tier. And then I would say, man, you see, this is better. Now, like I said, I was waiting for Damage Control today to come out and say, man, we saw a lot of people canceling. This is not good for us because Xbox, to be honest, this is where you make your money. I don't know if you guys forgot about that, but this is where you make your money because on your console, I know you don't make jack shit. You said it. You're selling the console without making any profit. Cool. But over here in this service and this option, right, you make your money. Simple. You have 4 tiers out there. Four tiers. You have the PC tier for PC alone. You have 2 for Xbox, and then you have the ultimate, which I totally understand. Totally understand. So basically, the PC and the ultimate are there too. Cool. But the ultimate is for these guys who are going to use the cloud, who are going to use the Fortnite, who are going to use, whatever it's on there. But again, why don't you give us that option? That PC tier will be nice for us, the console gamers that have been out here fighting for years for the company. It would be nice to get. But hey, let's see what happens because I'm still waiting for Damage Control. I'm still waiting for it. Let's see. And I really do hope that people just continue on canceling as a protest and really use this protest to show these gaming companies that, hey, we're not going to take any more this gander of price hikes because we got to show it to them. We got to show it to them. We're not taking any more. Hey, PlayStation, we're not going to take any more your bullshit with your console, reducing the hardware in there and then charging us the same price. Hey, PlayStation, your PS Plus has gone up. We're not going to take that anymore for that price, that freaking service you're giving us. Hey, Xbox, we love your service, right? But damn, you guys have gone too much. Give us a tier like the PC. Because we get it. Like I said, I get why it's 30. I get it. I know it holds value. I get it. But damn it. There's a lot of people who are not going to be able to use it. I'm using 70% of Game Pass Ultimate. If I'm paying 30, I need to have the 100% version. So in a way, it's not fair for me. Because like I said, you put up to 25, I'm like, but 30, I'm like, ugh. I mean, that was just an outrageous price hike, though. And then comes the question of this. Because here comes my next question. Yesterday, we started at 15. All of a sudden, we went to 17, 18, right? Then we went up to 20. And all of a sudden, again, up to 30. What's next? I'm asking, what's next? Next is going to be 40. Next is going to be 50. Next is going to be 60. Are we going to get to $100 to get to Game Pass or something? Because it seems like it keeps on going up. Or are you guys going to sit in that 30, just have it there and sit there? That is a question we got to ask too. But like I said, if you guys would have put this a long time ago, had that same PC tier for the Xbox, right? Or, let me see. No. If you guys would have put this a long time ago and would have kept us at 30 and still to this day would have been at 30, hey, we would have been happy paying for it, right? Probably. Some people wouldn't, probably not. But now, since you guys upped the price, give us at least the PC tier. Damn. Because after you guys switch everything around, give us that option too. So let's see. What's chat been saying? Let me read some comments here. So great. Rachel says, Rachel, this isn't a $10 increase. It's a $13 increase for, yeah. I remember it was 15, Rachel. I'm just saying from the 15 to the 30 is basically a $15 increase. You know, $15 on the dot. I think it was, was it? I don't remember what was the price on the first tier of the Xbox, though. PC should have the 30 deal. Yeah, they should. They should take, because this was funny, though. They're trying to gain the PC users, right? They're trying to gain the PC users. I understand that. But again, you're trying to gain over here. But over here, what are you doing? Like, where are we? Where are we? You know, where are we? That's the thing. So 4K, member for 15 months in economy class, man. 4K, that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for that. That's my gaming. That's simple, Louis. Sounds like they want to focus on PC and put Xbox consoles to rest. That's what they make it sound like. And I understand why a lot of people out there worry that, are we going to get a next gen console? Are we not? Are we this? Are we that? I get it. Because you guys make it seem like that all the time. You can't possibly play all day games of day one. But then again, let's say only about 25% of them appeal to you. That's the truth. To continue to baffle my mind, who has fiber and who doesn't, says Beck. Why are we talking about fiber? That's still more games than possible can realistically play. 100%. Where are the breakers? We can break the minds of complainers. PC should have the $30 deal. I mean, again, if you guys are giving that option to PC, you guys should give it to the Xbox to literally have pushed you guys to be where you guys are at. And on the Xbox side of things, we push so damn much that we deserve to have something like that. I don't know why we don't got it, but okay. There are so many great games on Xbox Game Pass. Also, that's because the console version of Xbox Game Pass is the own version of the subscription service. I upgraded my cable internet from 800 megabytes to 2 gigabytes per second for less money last week. We don't got that option. Well, at least we got 1 gigabyte now, but it's pretty much the same price as what we have. But what am I going to use 1 gigabyte for? I don't got cloud. Seriously, multiple companies have the option to run us now, but we're in a bubble where there's no access to it. It's like Comcast went out the bot territories, so people Comcast, oh Lord. I got 2 Series X and a PS5, PS5 Pro. Thinking about trading in one each and getting something else. Mike Johnson says, Rich, I agree with you. This is kind of like PlayStation. Mike, you're just defending PlayStation. And no matter what you say, you cannot defend PlayStation. Because here's the thing, though. That's what I mean as fanboy. Why do you guys keep defending this shit? Stop defending it. Because I'm seeing a lot of people going out there saying, well, you know, price hikes. $30 is expensive. But I'm going to go buy the next Xbox no matter what. Why don't you guys focus on the general itself and say, okay, $30 is expensive, you know, for a lot of people. Why don't you guys focus and say, Microsoft, why don't you give us a tier like PC? That's what we got to be fighting for. Give us a tier like that because we understand that prices are going up, yada, yada, yada. The old good old tariff crap, whatever. We understand all that stuff. But again, give us that option. How come these guys get that privilege and we don't? We should have that privilege too. We should. Runs out, downgrade to my internet, and I will not download so much anymore. I will be able to save up to 50. Damn. The issue is with the Louis is primary difference between PC and console. Game Pass is the console still has to pay for multiplayer. I know that, bro, boy. But you got the $16 on there, right? You don't have to pay for the gold, whatever multiplayer. But if you put it for 20 and you take away the Fortnite, you take away the cloud, you take away this, dropping it on 20 won't be as bad. Day one games and that all that stuff. I also read something about Call of Duty. But beforehand, shout out to the 50 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Do it. Wow, we're at 51. That's amazing. Awesome stuff. Man, Silent, you need to come by more often. People came here to see you because me, they don't like me. But yeah, here's the thing though. Dropping it for 20 is not a bad deal, though. Just take away a couple things from it that basically, for example, I'm not going to use the Fortnite. Not now. I mean, even though I like Fortnite, but I'm not going to use it. It's going to be there like it happened to me when I was paying the $12 back in the day. It's going to sit there till, it grows. Easy up to 25,000 V-Bucks, man. I was rich. Mr. Glass says, I own all the Ubisoft games. I could care less about the Ubisoft tier. That's another one. Wow. Xbox. At least put the damn premium. Lord. But I get it though. I mean, Ubisoft is not releasing that much games, but I get it. I get it. So yeah. Going down the list, News 72, they have a few gaming PCs, but already have one of those. The console version of Xbox is meant to be its own unique version of the service, and plus it doesn't crash like the Xbox app on PC. It's easier to use than the PC version. Well, they're fixing the PC version. Let's be honest, they're fixing it. It's actually getting a bit better, but I know that next gen is going to be way better than what it is before. Top one of the morning, Louis. Do you think Game Pass tiers will change when the next Xbox drop PC hybrid console? I don't know. That's why we're here, fighting. That's like I said, I was happy to see a lot of people going out there canceling this service saying, hey, man, we're going to face you because that's something we got to do as consumers. We got to protect ourselves, something that we are not doing lately. Oh, you know what we're doing? This is what we're doing. Let me go ahead. Let me be Mike Johnson for a minute. PlayStation. Shorten the storage for 825 gigs. Okay. Man, they lower the storage and having the same price? Yeah. No worries. I'll just get an SSD and it'll be good. But dude, they're charging you the same price and they lower the storage. No worries. It's still in a good price because why? It's lower than the Xbox, so we're doing good. Seriously? Seriously. I just love how people went out there and looked at both services. Well, Game Pass is 30. PS Plus is at 20, but still, no problem. We're still paying lower than you. And when PS Plus comes by and says, hey, we're raising the price to 25, because the funny thing is, even this guy who's a big PlayStation fanboy, Nicola, came out and said, man, now he was the only one out there that was sitting and came out with the truth. I was saying, Nicole, I'm telling you guys, listen, I don't know what happened yesterday, but I tell you this much, all hell froze over yesterday. Because if Nicola came out there and said this, I do not like this price raise on Game Pass because I know the PS Plus is going to have a price raise soon. I was saying, I can't believe it. A smart PlayStation fanboy? Wow. And then Christopher Dring, talking about the benefits of Game Pass? No, something's going to happen. I'm telling you. Oh, Lord. Something's going to happen. So let's see. I got a super chat. Let me go get it. Oh, Lord. Let me go get it. Well, Mike Johnson got banned. All right. Oh, I did. Wow. Where did it go? So, well, the broke boy Lewis with beautiful and awesome $5 super. Chat. He says, seeing people in other countries that don't have cloud streaming available, showing their price increases in a bad. So, no price charge for cloud. Yeah, I mean, that's something that I'm saying. Like, for example, here in Dominican, I still don't have cloud, right? So even though I did not have cloud, I was still happy to pay for the ultimate because I said it's in a good price, no problem. But now I'm seeing the 30. Now here's the thing. Now you got me thinking. And that's the problem. You got to keep me happy instead of getting me to think. Because if you're getting me to think, I'm like, let me see. Because like I said, I'm going to sit here in the cold and think clear. I say, all right, so I have all these backlog games. Why don't I do the switcheroo? Let me pay 10 and then pay, if there's a game that comes up, pay the 30, and no problem. I would do that. If a game comes around, I'll pay the 30. But then after I'm done with the game, I'll go back to 10 because I got that option to do that. So you're going to have me fiddle around with this, which is going to be a headache, but I'm going to do it. Instead of saying, I'm just going to pick, no, I'm going to be fiddling. You have me thinking there, Xbox. And that's the thing. Instead of making me think, you guys should give me a better chance to be like, hey, PC's got this here. Why don't we give it to you guys? And that way I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to be that. And that way when I sit there and think, I say, damn, I don't have to pay the 30 for cloud. I don't have cloud, so I'm cool. The rewards don't work for me, so I'm cool. Let me just go ahead and pay the 20 and still have me happy. But now you have me like thinking like, should I do it? Should I not? And that's not a good look on you guys when you start doing that type of stuff. Never played Fortnite, never will. Hey, Fortnite's real fun though. 30 is a good deal. I can see someone who play Fortnite, but it's short for V-Bucks, so it gets a month. Yeah, that's pretty. I'm being serious. The deal, listen, the offer is not bad. The value is not bad. I keep saying the value is not bad, but damn, for me, that I'm not gonna be using that value 100%, or the price, or the $30 I'm not gonna be using 100%. Give me the tier. We need a tier like that. Microsoft should re-release the 360 for those who don't want to be the Xbox One. Boss bet Black Ops 7 beta today. Nice, nice, nice. Hey Louis, we still chilling? Nah. Much respect, brother. I'm just joking, of course. And your taste is amazing. Good, good. Hey, I was gonna tell you, how's the combat? How's everything, Trey? Tell me real quick about it. If you can. I don't know if you have an NDA. I don't want to get you in trouble or something. Christian, why do we need cloud gaming when we can remote play our console? Well, I'll tell you this much. I wish I had cloud gaming because, look, Rachel, the problem is with me, I live in a country where power outages happen a lot. So if a power outage happens, I mean, if I'm remote playing, that's it. I mean, I have to get home and turn on the console to reset the remote play. So that's not a good thing. I wish I had cloud gaming. It's a good option. I just really do because sometimes, I don't want to sit there and be like, okay, well, give me an example. Let's say Battlefield 6 comes out tomorrow, right? And it has the cloud option for me to try it out. Why, oh, why do I have to wait 100 gigabytes to download? I don't want to be like I was back in the day, to try the game out. Like I had to install it and wait for it to be installed. Why don't you give me the option to say, okay, let me play it on cloud. See, oh, okay. Try it out. Oh, I like it. Okay, now it's time to install. That's sweet. And if I'm far away from my home, and I got the little, what's that thing called you use for the cell phone to play games? That'll be nice. Would you rather have the new $30 for Fortnite coup for 14 USD? It's expensive to keep Game Pass up as a service. Well, you know what I'd rather have? I'd rather have like another tier out here that says, hey, listen, you don't want the Fortnite, you don't want the cloud gaming here. Here's the price for you to get the day one games in there. Here's the price for you to get Call of Duty day one in there and all that stuff. Cool. And listen, I understand one thing, right? I saw a lot of comments out there about saying that Call of Duty sales got what's it called? Got butchered. How about this, Microsoft? I'll give you this idea. Watch this. Look how Louis is, on the business side, how he cooks. Ultimate, I'm paying for 30, right? And if I'm going to pay for the Vault Edition for that 30, right, it's going to be probably 30 extra bucks. So it's going to be 60. Cool. But for that edition, why don't you say, hey, listen, if you're on this $20 version, you get these editions, but hey, it's going to be $10 more. I'll go and pay it because hell, if the Ultimate Editions are $100 and it's 60, I'm still saving 40. Why not? I'll pay for it. That's a good decision right there. Because in a perfect world, of course, I wish I could get the $20 tier. I would $20 tier by having those options and just pay 30 like in the Ultimate tier. But I understand you guys are trying to push that service, get people on there. Shit, I get it. But damn. Just do that. And that way, you get a shit ton of money for that. Because, hey, I like that option too. But what are we going to do? Phew. Let's keep going. Oh, wow, I got another super chat. I need to keep reading down so I can get that super chat. So, crazy. Let me see. Got both my Xbox ready for Black Ops 7 beta today. Nice, be nice. Have fun. Game Pass is the best deal in gaming, Luigi. You can't deny that. No. 100% Freddy Fox. I cannot deny that. My problem is these price hikes. Ugh. Stop. It's time to slow that down. And I hope that people are protesting because of the price hikes. I seriously do. But do not undermine the value of the service. Again, the value of the service is pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, again, when you look at it money-wise, 360 versus 10 grand of games, hell, $360 is nothing. It doesn't even scratch a 10 grand. That's the value that Game Pass has. It is not effective. But how come over here these guys got a better tier, and we, for years as consumers, are not getting pretty much that same tier? We should have that fucking tier. And that's the area where Louis gets like, bro, come on. So, price will change some console PC hybrid since PC doesn't have to pay online for Red Eye, just see charge for it in a hybrid console. Freddy Fox, what's up? Let me see. Music says, what do you there? No clouds in the sky. Well, I got clouds though, but I don't got that cloud gaming though. Would you rather have The new 30. Already read that. Let's keep going down. Nice. Have fun. Be nice. Receive money. Be deflected to PlayStation again. Laugh out loud. No, Trey Gaming. I got to listen. The thing is, Trey Gaming, I'm going to sit down now and I'm going to sit down and talk. If I'm going to attack, I'm going to attack everything. Even Nintendo's going to get some today. I'm not kidding you. So, Nintendo, if you want to sue me for this shit, go ahead. Because I'm going after your ass today 100%. Because you know why? I'm tired. I'm tired of all these price hikes. I'm tired of all this crap. It's annoying. I mean, I can't believe you can't chill one day and be like, okay, we're happy, we're gaming, and now you guys are happy. Pushing. Hiking prices. Reducing console storage. Reducing their bathroom schedule. It's annoying. Seriously, it's annoying. One of the things I cannot believe I saw this shit, and seriously, it gives me a headache when I see this, is this shit right here is what? Almost 10 years old. No, Joe, this shit right here is almost 10 years old. You guys went out there and raised the price on this shit? Wow. I gotta say, seriously, that's an asshole move right there. 10-year, no, let's be honest. The tech on the Nintendo Switch is literally, it's 10 years old. 10. When did the chip come out? That chip that came out, was it a 2015, 2014 chip? I don't know when the chip came out that Nintendo Switch has. It's some really old ass tech, and you guys went on there and raised the price. No. Don't get me started though. Hold on, let me whip this thing out. Let's see if it's in here. Ah, yes, let's whip this thing out. Yes. The best part of the Nintendo Switch, $90. People went out there defending $90. Cool. $90 for a game. Physical. Wow. Now let me go to PlayStation. PlayStation. Okay, you guys start off this year with a fat ass console. Bitch ass fat ass console. Cool. You got a cool console right there. Bitch ass console. Big and fat, all that stuff. Cool. Nice. Went to get the PS5. All right. Down the road, started trimming down. The PS5 Fat started to reduce weight internally. They took a couple organs out. They took a couple things, to make it slimmer in the inside, but the outside was the same. Cool. Okay. Keep going down the road. Right. All right. So let's go to PS5. Like I said, still the PS5. Slim version of the PlayStation 5. Oh, we got the Slim now. Yeah, this is the Slim. But hey, fuck the Fat. Fuck the Fat. Yeah, fuck the Fat. For example, what I mean by fuck the Fat is, look, hey, PlayStation, we got some cool Yote stuff on here for the PS5 Slim. But where's the fat version of the Yote one? Not gonna worry about it. God damn, there was 25 million people buying the fat version of the PS5 and they don't got that option? So you're excluding them? And not only that, paying $10 to upgrade games? What? $10 to upgrade a game, paying for that? When you got Xbox doing it for free? Wow. I'm sorry, but... So Dave Reese with a beautiful and awesome $2 super chat. He says, at least my pizza price hasn't increased. Just wait for that. It's going to increase soon. That's some funny shit. Thank you for that, Dave Reese. I need that. So like I was saying, though, I'm going to keep on cooking. Right? PS5 now. $10 upgrades, yada, yada, yada for the DualSense controller, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Games. Let's go to, what's it called? Days Gone. I'm going to use that one because that's the best example. Days Gone. Days Gone, the old version was costing $20. Let's remaster it and charge you $50. Yeah, let's do this. Let's remaster it and charge you $50. Let's take away that option. And not only that, what makes it even better, you downloaded the game for Plus? Well, you're not getting the $10 upgrade. You got to pay the $50 for the damn game. Wow. Oof. And let me go to the big beast, PS5 Pro. $700 for a premium console. Premium console. $700 for a premium console. Yeah, all right. $700 for a premium console. What does the premium console have? Well, it's got more power, and that's it. Okay. But hey, does it come with a stand? Like the regular fat PS5 that costs $500? No. You have to pay 30 for the stand. But you get the itty bitty paper clip, no problem, to hold the console. Ah, beautiful. Yet the PS5 fanboys did not go out there, like I said, fight for this. You guys should tell the guys, hey, listen, you guys better put the stand in there for it to be worth 700. They did not even care. Like, yeah, PlayStation, go for it. We'll buy your PS5 Pro. I'll pay the 30 for the stand, and also if I want the disc drive, I'll pay the extra 80. Wow. Again, I have no problem with the disc drive, but at least the fucking stand put it on the $700 mark. They didn't care, but okay. Now it's up to $750. And yet they go out there and say, well, it's $50 short of the Xbox Series X 8 terabyte. It's a 2 terabyte console. Oh, it's shorter, but does it have a CD? No. Does it have a stand? No. So yeah, it's still expensive. If you have the CD and you have the stand, it's $860. It's way more than the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X. Because if you're gonna compare it, we're gonna compare it by hardware. It has to have a disc and it has to have a stand, which is something that PlayStation 5 Pro does not have. And why doesn't it have it? Because you guys did not fight for it. Good job, PlayStation guys. All right. Now Xbox. Ah. The game's, oh man, my beautiful brother Maurice is in the middle of this, but it's a premium set. Man, Maurice, let me tell you something. For me to pay $30, listen, you know what I do? This is what I do. I'm not kidding, this is what I do. I would go, I'm not kidding you, I would go, trying to find a piece of metal, right? And get super glue and glue that shit on if I wanted to stand. No joke, I would do that. But Justin, the problem is that it's not optional. You're paying $750 for a premium device. At least if that's optional for the Slim, that should be included. At least the stand in the premium device, something you guys should have fought for, but you guys didn't. You guys rather go out there and pay the extra 30 and pay the extra $80. Yeah. Hey, I can say I have a PS5 Pro with a stand. I'm cool. I always look down to people that don't have a stand in their. Oh, remember, it's a slander. Let's go down. Will Sony raise the prices after this? Of course they will. They announced it in June. That's the funny part. And I showed it to you guys. They announced this shit in June. They literally came out there and said, hey, listen, we are going to raise the PS Plus price again. They did announce it in June, but when are they going to raise it? We still don't know, but that's coming. That's why Nicola went out there, and it was the only smart fanboy that was like, shit, I'm not liking this because soon we're going to get a price rise over here. He said it. That's the only smart. I was like, what? I told you, hell was freezing over yesterday because what I was expecting a lot of people to troll, but when I see the big major ones that love to troll sitting there with their heads, cool down and saying this shit, I was like, no, am I wrong? Because this man kisses his PS5 all the time. I mean, he shows you pictures of him kissing the Pro, but he's actually saying something smart. That's another thing. They upped the price on the Plus, $160 a year for premium, and the shit they're giving you, at least it got better the last 3 to 4 months because, like I said, when I got to give them props, I give them props. But goddamn, 160 a year for multiplayer and for shit, because it gives you a lot of shit. I mean, I quit paying for PS Plus for a long time ago because I don't find any usage for it. I don't. I seriously don't. So let's see. No. Don't make Louis think. That's never a good thing. Nope. My brain's about to get a brain fart for all this shit. I see we deflect the PlayStation because Microsoft is a dog shit company. I'm out of here. Have fun. Trey, I'm tackling everyone because I'm not done. I'm going out of Xbox now. I'm not done. Log cloud for the first stage. Time to get willing for a game download that you probably have. Okay. Yay, another pony added to the back. So 100 gigs is what you need in fiber. Or your fiber data, you need 100 gigs. I really enjoyed it so far. So jump back now. Hold listening in. Nice. Okay. See, NASA has 91 gigabytes per second internet speed. Just saying. Wow, really? NASA only has 91 gigabytes, and yet they can talk to space. Damn. Oh, 91 gigabytes. Okay, okay. My Protect for increase was canceling my Xbox Ally X pre-order. I'll keep using my current Ally X. All right, I see, I see. Yes, haha. I'll leave this up to you. Souls games aren't my jam. Okay, let's keep going. Sappho. I don't care personally, but I'm still have a ton of value from the service, and no, I'm not canceling. If let me see, you bought it, Louis. Buy what? I did not buy Louis. The chip, the switch is from an abacus. What is abacus? Malcolm X. I think I get 2 Game Pass subscriptions now, maybe 3. Game Pass subscriptions now, maybe 3. What do you mean, Maurice, by that? Louis, on average American spend $100 on junk food, but they crying about $10 of a hobby they love. But here's the thing, though, Jesse James. Even though junk food is food, and you need food to survive, consoles are not a surviving thing. Consoles are not like seriously a surviving like. We don't need a console to stay alive. That's what I mean. This is a hobby, right? So when this hobby gets a little bit expensive, right? Like I said, you're making us think. Because look, the problem is not the $10 a month, Jesse James, because let me tell you how you do the math, right? It's like a smoker. If you smoke a lot of cigarettes every day, you smoke like let's say a pack of cigarettes a day. When you add it up per month, you're like you spend that. I'll do you the math. This is what helped me to quit smoking a lot, right? To quit smoking cigarettes. Now I gotta quit smoking the vape because I'm getting tired of it. And go back to cigars. So that way, I can smoke a cigar every 2 or 3 months, which is good, right? So, or probably 4 to 6 months. So let me show you how that you do the math. So let's say a packet of cigarette costs $3. So $3 times 31, which is basically the month you're spending 93. That's $93 a month you're spending on cigarettes, right? Times 12, 1,116. You know what you can do with $1,116? You can buy airplane tickets. You can go travel. You can take a car and go to another place and visit to discover new things, pay for a nice motel, eat food, and still have money left when you come back. That's what you do when you sit there and do the math. So same thing with the $10. It's like I said, you're making me think. The service, I'm only using 70% of it. So let's do the math. Right? Simple and easy. Let's do the math. Right now it costs 30 times 70% of what I'm using it is $21. Why don't you give me a $20 cheer? It's easy. It's easy. Because when you add up those $10 at the end of the day, it's $120 you're spending on a service that you're only using $20. I'm telling you how I think things, So yeah, I'm trying to catch up. Chainsaw gonna smoke 2 packets a day. Yeah, that's true. Silent Cypher for the beautiful and awesome $5 super chat. He says, Mike Johnson, gamers are also very optional add-on on PlayStation. PS still the option to not provide gamers more than a couple for the whole year. What do you mean optional add-on? Oh no, what's an add-on? I gotta look for this word. Add-on. Meaning. Okay. I probably added something to something. What did I type? Simon, what do you mean? What is an add-on? Let me see if I typed that right. Now I'm curious. Add-on. Optional add-on on PlayStation. What is an add-on? You mean addition or add-on? So make an ultimate tier without the Fortnite Ubisoft stuff. There you go. Simple and easy. Crazy. Would you like to pay? Crazy. Would you pay? Would you still pay for Ultimate Game Pass if it was 100? No. That's crazy. Freddie Fox, what's up, man? For me, it's not worth it. Plus, the economy is getting expensive food bills. Games are 80. Take you a month to play. When you buy $100 for a game, when you, let me see, games are 80, and they're going to go to 80. Take you a month to play. Why would you pay 100 for a game pass? Makes no sense. Because, like I said, they're starting to make us think. Smokers and drinkers spend a crap ton of money. Yeah. My question for all is: would you guys be gaming if it was more? If it was more than your car payments? I really do not hope if it gets to it, because if it does, I mean, by then and there, I mean, you know what I do? I'll just be a guy who's gonna buy sales. That's it. I won't be paying for a service all that money. I won't. I won't. Freddie Fox, Louis, I guarantee between Xbox first party and Xbox third party will drop at least $7 a game to Game Pass. That's so what Game Pass costs $30 a month or a year. Game Pass is still worth it. Yeah, look, again, you guys don't understand what I'm here with my gloves on. $30 when I sat here, Freddie Fox, and talk about the value, right? The value for $30 still does not hit the 10 grand that Microsoft puts in games in there. $360 is not even a scratch to it. But the thing is, Freddie Fox, if you got people like me who only use and literally only use because I don't got the options you guys have, I'm literally only using the service just to play the games. I can't use cloud. I'm not playing Fortnite. And literally, like I said, I'm only using 70% of Game Pass Ultimate. Now I sit and I say, let me think. Should I pay the 30 or should I drop down to 15 because I got a backlog of games to play? And when a good game comes, I just upgrade to 30, pay for that month, or drop back. So Microsoft is going to have me jiggle this thing for a while because you sit there and you think about it. When you pay, can you can't. When you pay, why pay when you can game on free on PC? My points to truly love playing lots of games. You can find offset to $10 increase. Now the thing is, what they should do is give us a tier like PC. I hope that Damage Control comes by and says something because a lot of people went out there and canceled the service because it said it's not worth it. And that's the thing. Like I said, Microsoft got us thinking as a consumer because I always tell you guys this. And again, I keep telling you, you got to always vote with your wallets. You got to always do that. Now, like I said, they got me thinking. I'm like, $30 a month. I'm not using cloud. Rewards don't work for me. I'm not going to use the V-Bucks. So what am I paying for? On PC, the tier, which I have it here on the link below, says this. Let me see if I can grab the PC tier real quick so I can talk about it real quick. Let me see if I can find a picture of the PC tier. Let me see, where is the PC tier? Because right now I'm talking about Xbox value. So let's see now. New PC tier, Game Pass. Let's see if I can find it. Damn it, I wish I had that picture on here. Let me see if I can find images. So let me see, where's the PC tier? PC tier. I can't seem to find it though. So the PC tier, like I was saying, no, this is the old version of Game Pass. Let's see. New PC Game Pass tier. What has changed? So let me see if I can find it. The PC tier, because that one's got, like I said, it actually has a good value because for PC, like I told you guys, it has all the day one games in there, including Call of Duty, which is a good tier, right? You have Call of Duty in there, but you don't have this cloud and other stuff on it. I think you don't have the Fortnite on there either. Because if they did add the Fortnite, I would have been really pissed. But they don't have it. So since they don't have it, right, they took that option. Why don't you give us that option too? We need that. Dustin Lambert. They have a full list of true achievements. All right, Louis did do the pack of six in the USA is 10 to 15 per pack. Be real now. I don't know, Jago Six. I have not bought cigarettes in a long time in the US. Because every time I go to the US, I at least have a Camel Light. because I used to love Camel Lights back in the day. At least I gotta have one. I smoke one cigarette and that's it. But $10 or $15, that's expensive. Jiggle this thing. It's just unless I'm taking my clothes. Lose guarantee between Xbox first party and some third party, which Xbox third party. Okay, we read that. Why pay when you can game for free on PC? My point is, you truly love playing a lot of games. You can find out to the $10 increase. Don't forget, guys, Uncle Sam. Last year I spent 240, played 1,200 worth of games. This year I'll play game worth. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, the value holds up. But for the guys that sit down and think, like me, I don't get the tax though. I'm lucky I don't get the tax though. But when you got me thinking, like I said, right now you have me thinking like, because before I was paying the 20, right? And let me tell you something. I was using 20% of the service, right? 20% of the service. I mean 70%. Sorry. So I was paying 20 before times 70. My bad. Percent. It was only $6 a difference. Now I'm paying literally $10 a difference. Right there, $10. You know, $9 to $10 of something I'm not using. So give me a tier like that. I'll be happy to pay for it. Drop it to 20 and I'll be happy to pay for it. Let's see. Oh crap, we do. So I have not checked this out. Shout out to the 55 people hanging here in the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Wow, we're up to 56. Oh my God, this is amazing, man. Please do it. Colt banned me due to asking Mag why he is wrong with his prediction, and Boom predicted me due to asking their mods aren't kicking out toxic ponies in the chat. Then, what do you mean by that, Dustin? Wow, sorry to hear that. Central Louis board games South America are making a reassurance. Shredding fan, I bought 2 or 3 new releases this year, 40 50, who paid 32 rand for something a month. Look, that's the thing though. It's always good to have the option. Like if you're gonna take advantages of an option of the service, like look, the option is good. The value $30 is still cheap. 100% is still cheap. But if you're using everything for those $30, I'm using 70% of the service. So it would be good, like for some people to have that $20 version who does not have a PC for Ultimate, who does not have, or is not going to get the handheld or anything, none of that stuff. But at least, $20 is actually a good price for a console, just console only. You have right there everything, day one and everything, But what you can do is, like I said, charge a little bit extra for Call of Duty if they want to get a day one on there or whatever, I don't know. Giving you ideas. Cole ban me for teasing guys, play games, but get petty. Oh, Lord. Mike Johnson, we all know why you get banned, though. We all know why, but yeah. American Spirit for me, Pick a Slapper. I'm banned in so many places talking. MS said a few days ago, 150 day one games this year, up from 175. That costs money. I understand that costs money, though, but at the end of the day, though, like I said, if they give us that tier, like they're giving to PC, I will be happy instead of just having a $30 tier. Because listen, PC has got 2 awesome tiers, right? They have the tier that I have everything day one, right? But I don't have cloud and I don't have the V-Bucks. The 30, I have cloud, I have V-Bucks, I have all the stuff, which again, the rewards I'm not going to use. And the rewards I'm not using, and because it's another one. I don't understand. Limit up to what? Because it said it's limited up to something. And that's the part I don't understand. Limited up to what? So I'm limited to 100K reward points. That's it? Per year? I'm like, wow. I mean, if that's it, I'll be like, whoa. I thought you paid the 30, you get 100K per, like literally they drop you 100K per year plus the extra you get out there. I would have like, you see, that's a cool option, but it's up to 100K. So I got questions about that, which I don't know if that's how it is, Chad could be wrong, but I seriously need to know what they're saying with that. But yeah. Let me see. The RDR2 360 is golded. Yes, it is. Also, PC game. Why is PC Game Pass only going up a few bucks? Why do they get a better price? I'm not complaining. If I were to rent, I'd use PC Game Pass. You see, that's the point. Like I said, they got us thinking here, and that's where it gets dangerous, Microsoft. That's why you guys had a lot of people out there going out there canceling, furious, mad. Again, I don't blame them. They should do that. They should go out there fight this because we're tired of price hikes. And not only that, you're mistreating the Xbox user in a way by saying, hey, PC actually has a good tier. You guys got three tiers over here. On PC, they only got two, but you guys have three tiers over here. And none of those tiers, the first two tiers, do not look like the PC one. Why not give us that tier? Give us that one right there too. I mean, I'd be happy to pay for it. Giant channels want to be rebels. I leave it a copy and paste. Really? Wow. So now I come to the Xbox, the standard Xbox, right? I got a standard Xbox because all of them I got a standard on because today is the day, like I said, we got a standard everything. So Xbox comes out with a nice, beautiful 300 console, dollar console, which is the Xbox Series S, the 500 gigabyte one. And they come up with the Series X, right? Down the road, they come up with the digital. Down the road, they do all this stuff. Okay, they up the price again because, hell, because this is something that I keep on saying, why? Okay, why, oh, why, oh, why? Because look, if you guys are going to up the price, I mean, look for ways to re-engineer the console because you have engineers. You have Jason Bono. You have Mark Cerny on PlayStation. You have engineers. Re-engineer the console. Do something sweet with it to try to lower the price instead of doing these price hikes. You guys can maintain a price. Because right now, the Series S console, the 500 gigabytes, is now at 380 bucks. It should be at 300 still. You guys should have re-engineered that sucker and have it for 300. So people have that option. But yeah, 380 for that. And you guys came out with the 1 terabyte, which is, I think it's 400, was it? Am I right? And what else? And yeah, now I'm going into Game Pass. Price increases the consoles too. Okay. You come up with a 2 terabyte one that you basically the same old Xbox, but yeah, 600 bucks. I still found it expensive. I'm like, okay, but it's 2 terabytes. Okay, cool. Exactly. I'm going to that, Safo. Exactly. Now we go to Game Pass. You guys up the service once, 2 times after you bought ABK. And then, because out of all the Bloom, let's say that's upgraded to 10 more, because we got the V-Bucks and everything. And not only that, you're not giving us the tier for us like PC. Wow. Seriously, Microsoft, wow. That's something that really, I sit here and I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing out there? Why are you literally just focusing on these guys, trying to get them to jump over here when you can have people jumping onto the Xbox or people jumping onto that service? Because right now, this is what's happening. You guys are losing money. Because all those people that don't subscribe, right now, they are only going to come back if you have a better option. And you have to sit there and do it because this is where you make your fucking money. And you keep on telling us it's in games and software, networks and services. And software, that's where you get your money. And you pissed off a ton of people. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what's the count. On the people that don't subscribe. But I really do hope that after you guys see this count go up even more, you guys go out there, do the damage control, and give us something better because hell, it's not looking good. It's not. For you guys, it's not looking good. And I'll say this whole gen itself, with everyone and everything, has been the worst gen of them all. Even though we got the games, even though we got Game Pass, we got everything. But when it comes to price hikes, it's been a very expensive gen. And shout out to the 60 people here on the show. Man, we broke a record today. We got 60 people here live. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Go for it. But yes, that's the point of this gen. It's been expensive. Right now, we should be getting console drops, but we're not due to the situation around the world, due to COVID and all that stuff. games are not running the way they're supposed to, because that's another one. That's something I'm going to head right now too and tackle it, because I'm not going to stay quiet on that one either. Because you guys go out there and start saying, well, especially you, Layden, and I'll say this, asshole, because that comment was an asshole comment, Layden. You went out there and said, well, games should be $80 or $100. First off, you all said that you guys are charging 70 for quality. Where the fuck is the quality? Where is it? You got these boxes that say 4K 60. Where are the 4K 60 games? I mean, I'm scratching my head on this. How come we keep getting 2K games? How come we keep getting games that are coming out broken in a bad way? How come we keep getting this shit right now? Again, we had pandemic. We understand. Pandemic came in. It takes 6 years to develop. You guys had a lot of issues. But whoa, you guys can take a year to fix things up. Fix it. But no, you got to send it out there, upscaling to 4K, drop it down to 2K. Oh, the frames are fine because these fans like frames, like I said. This is the problem. We don't go out there and complain as much, or we don't go out there and fight this when we have to, because shit, this is expensive. You guys gave us a $70 charge. Okay, we totally understand from pandemic, but now we're in 2025, and you, Sean Layden, go out there, butcher Game Pass like always, because it wasn't your idea, I think, and that's why you're hurting. It wasn't my idea. I hate Game Pass. That's how you look. No kidding. I mean, I look at you, I'm like, why are you fighting this? When a lot of us are happy. I mean, you got to have gamers happy. Oh, it's the problem for the industry. It's going to destroy everything. Really? The problem with the industry is you guys are charging us $70, and that's something you guys don't ever fucking acknowledge. You're charging us $70 and not giving us the quality of games that we deserve for paying that $70. That's the problem with the industry. Not only that, you went out there and talked it out. It's got to go up to 80 or to 100. Do you think we're going to sit here and pay 80 to 100 bucks for a game that is not top quality? Hell the fuck no. We're not. We're not. Listen, if I were to sit here and defend one developer with the issues it had, the only developers I have to go out there and defend are the guys who made Stalker. Because we all know those guys went through a lot of hell. We know that. We've seen that. We saw pictures and all that shit, what was happening with Stalker 2. And with all the shit that's happened, they actually released a game that's actually pretty good, but it could be better because, hell, we all know where they went through. You guys are not going through that. And yet you release games like, for example, Silent Hill F. I cannot believe, for fuck's sakes, we got a Silent Hill F running at 720p, dropping down from 720p. I cannot believe that. Holy shit. What's the price of Silent Hill F? Let's go check it out. Silent Hill F price. $70. Yeah. And now you want to go buy and charge us 80. Wow. Wow. Oh, yeah. Silent Cypher says, but Louis, Layden, and all the devs need their fancy sports cars out there in the parking lots. Hey, I need a sports car in my parking lot. I do need one, but I don't got it. All I got is 2 motorcycles right now. That's it, and a car. And a Kona that saves me on gas. Now, don't get me started on Redfall. Don't get me started on Redfall. Don't get me started on Redfall. Don't get me started on Spider-Man. Don't get me started on Horizon. Don't get me started with all those games, Mike Johnson, because no matter what, all these games come up fucked up. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of going out there buying games. I'm tired of all this stuff. And that's why we land onto the service because, hey, you know, Yeah, Dustin Lambert is right. Redfall was actually pretty fun. Yeah, it was a fun game. It was what was it? If it was in perfect shape, I would have given it an 8 out of 10 because that's an 8 out of 10 game. That's it. That's it. Well, the Brock Boy Lewis, we for an awesome super $2 super chat, 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 chat. He says, Louis, check out the pick on what I order in Discord. All right, I'll check it out right now, bro. Give me 1 second. Yeah, hold on, let me fix it. I don't know why this camera keeps zooming out. Damn it, I gotta fix the gestures though. What I'm gonna do is, chat, I'm gonna try to fix the gestures so that the camera can pick this as a gesture and use that. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that gesture. But yeah, the camera's taking us for a while right here. Let me freeze it. Let me freeze frame it. Sorry about that. It's getting people dizzy. Okay, freeze frame. Okay. Now what I gotta watch out is I can't put my hands up because if I do, it will start moving around. Sorry about that, chat. Yeah, it moves around a lot. That's the purpose. Yeah. Oh, it's Jose because it's my voice. What? Let me see if I can use another voice. Well, nah, I can't do another voice now. Unless if I was doing like a Robin Williams thing, I'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's not. David Cohen, the value on the PS Plus is not good. That's the thing, though. They up the price on the thing that doesn't have good value. That's why I am not paying for Plus. I do not like the Plus. I wish the Plus could be better. It's something I talked about plenty of times. Please make it better. But the PlayStation fanboys go out there and defend this all the time. Why don't y'all start fighting PS Plus? I mean, if that shit comes up the price, I'm going to sit there that day and eat popcorn. That's what I'm going to do. I don't remember. You cannot ever forget about Conquer, Mike Johnson, because that's going to be the spine on you guys' back. Because, hey, you know who we got to blame? Herman Host. Who you know we got to blame? Jim Ryan. That's who we got to blame. Jason Portillo. What's up, Jason? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Exactly. PS Plus gives you the same value as Game Pass Essential, which is $10. Exactly. That's what it does. There you go, Wes Davis. You see? That's what I'm saying. And listen, here's something I keep saying with a lot of love. And I don't give a shit if people say, well, Lou, you're anti-Xbox. Well, Lou, you're anti-Play. Well, Lou, you're anti-this. Today is a day. I am not talking as a fanboy. I am not talking as nothing. I'm talking as a fucking consumer. As a guy who goes out there and consumes money on a fucking product. That's how I'm talking today. And I'm talking as a video game fan. That's how I'm talking. Not a fan of a console right now. I gotta talk as a video game fan, as a consumer. The only way consumers win if things get lowered, that's the only way consumers win. But when they go up, we do not win. We cannot defend price hikes no matter fucking what. We just can't. Because again, if it came out earlier this year, right? Let me go check it out what Bro Boy sent me. If it came out earlier in the beginning of the gen that Game Pass was $30, a lot of people are like, oh, let me look at this option. Oh, sweet. Hey, but at least have a tier that looks like PC. Hey, people would have been happy paying for it. But now you guys went from 20 to 30. Holy shit. That's a lot of money. Because when you add it up to the end of the year, it's a $120 increase. And now it's going to cost you $360. Wow. That's something to think about. And not only that, on a serious note, Series S used to cost $300. This thing costs even more than the Series S when it originally came out. Holy shit. It does. So, Broke Boy ordered these items yesterday. The Gears 360, nice. In some games, that's a cool box. My favorite Gears of War box is the Xbox One S Gears of War. Man, that was, I mean, that was a beautiful Xbox right there. It had the scratch and you turn it on, it had the sounds. I love that One S Xbox. Wow. So you order Ultimate Alliance. Wow, great game. I can't see the others, Broke Boy. Let me see if I can raise the picture. I still can't see the others though. Mortal Kombat. One of the Mortal Kombats. You gotta tell me the name. Star Trek. Nice. Transformers. I can't see the name. Another your two Transformers game. Ultimate Alliance. And the other three I can't see. Nice. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, because that's funny, Jesse James on the PC tier, they're paying $18 and they have the Ubisoft classics on there for $18. Yeah. I don't know why so serious. I don't know why that sounds so like I don't know what it sounds like. I would like to see the cost breakdown is for Game Pass, but if I remember, didn't MS that spend 5 billion on just adding content? Yeah, and they made 5 billion too. Yeah, because look, let me tell you something. I'll say this again. For value, the value is great, no doubt. It's still great. I mean, I cannot deny that. I cannot be that guy saying no, it's not for value. It's not. No, no, no. For value, it holds great. You got to be honest, it holds great. But for the increased price tags, that's the part that scares me. Because today is 30, but what about tomorrow or the next year or the next year or the next year? Exactly, Jason Portillo. That's where I agree. The PC tier is respectful to the console user. Yeah, I agree. They should. We should have a tier just like that. And I wish, and I really do hope that when damage control comes around, they sit there and say, "Well, we're going to give you a tier like this for us to say, hey, we're happy, and get us back to subscribe to Game Pass." Simple, Microsoft. Simple. I can't believe I'm a guy who does a podcast on here, talk a lot of stuff, and I actually make more sense than they do. I mean, seriously, I keep asking myself, who in the blue hell leads that thing? Or why don't they sit down and say, well, if we increase to 30, we got to have this option like PC, Have that. Have that option. Let people be happy paying for this $20 or 21. Because literally, I told you I'm using 70% of the service for me. And paying 20 is beautiful just to have those things on there. And I'll forget about cloud so you guys have it here. Well, Jacob, I'll tell you what happens, Jacob. Here's what happens, Jacob. Look, this is the thing, though. Jacob, look. I'm giving you my point of view. And the thing is, when you price hike something like this to 30, right? Do you want Xbox to really die? Jacob, it's not going to die. This is no, Jacob. It's not going to die, Jacob. It's not going to die. You don't understand my perspective, Jacob. Look, I'm telling you as a good thing for them. Because what I'm doing is I'm adding them something nice for them to have on there. If you don't know where I'm going with this, then because look, I'll explain myself again. For example, me. Take a prime example. Let's say I don't have a PC. Let's say I don't have a handheld or anything else, right? So I only have an Xbox. And like I said, I used to pay $20 for a service that had cloud gaming, had all this stuff. And I was like, okay, it's only $20, it's cool. But once it increased to 30, like I said, I sat down and chilled down on my head and said, let me see this. Let me see something real quick. Let me analyze this price point. I only use 70% of the service because I don't have cloud gaming here, Jacob. I still don't have it. Now, if I did have cloud gaming, right, and it was an option on here, I would say, hell, 30 is okay for me. But look, I'm only using 70% of the service. So I'm saying this for Microsoft, since a lot of people went out there mad robust about the price hike, they should at least have a tier like the PC version does. And the PC version has a tier where you get Call of Duty and all those games for $18 a month. Microsoft should have one for the Xbox console user for $20 a month, just like that. That's it. That's all. I mean, that's all I'm saying. And listen, Jacob, I'm not destroying Xbox right there. I'm giving them that option. So the Xbox guys who went out there to cancel the subscription that found it real expensive can come back to the service and pay for it. I'm not killing it, Jacob. I'm just giving them ideas. Because Jacob, I got no option. I mean, if I want to play Ninja Gaiden, I want to play Call of Duty and everything, I got to pay for the 30. Which it sucks because I've been part of the Xbox guys for the last couple of years trying to push the console as much as I can. And I see that another tier over there from some person, right? I see another tier on PC that these guys are literally from 2014 and down coming right now to the Game Pass service. Yeah. I'm saying that even if I hate the price too, encouraging people to unsub by saying good, it's not good. No. What I'm saying is, Jacob, is they gotta fight. What people need to understand is if you're gonna fight for something, fight a price hike. Because Jacob, the problem with the price hike is that today is 30, but next year we don't know if it's gonna go to 40. We don't know if it's gonna go to 50. So I really do hope, and I'm really crossing my fingers, Jacob. I mean, I'm telling you, Jacob, I'm crossing my fingers, man. I'm seriously here, like thinking in my head, like, okay, but what's next? That I hope that by next year they'll come up and say, well, we add another thing. We're gonna charge you 35 or 40. That's the part I don't want that to happen. So the thing is that I'm seeing a lot of people that went out and canceled was for the price hike. And I said, if you guys cancel, go ahead and fight it so they don't continue on the price hikes. We don't need any more price hikes, Jacob, because then it's going to go way on top and we're going to be like, what the hell? That's the problem because look, right now we're paying 360, but I got a question for you, Jacob. What happens if the service costs more than the console? If it gets to that point, that's something that we got to fight for. We cannot let companies keep mistreating us in that way. That's the problem. That's what we're fighting for. But the thing is, like I said, a lot of people do look. Some people go out there and probably throwing mixed messages, right? They're throwing a lot of mixed messages. Probably don't know how to explain themselves, right? But me, I know what I'm saying. For example, me, because I sat there with cold head thinking and said, okay, pause. I said that wrong. You know, pause. Cold head. That sounded really bad. I'm sorry, chat. But I sat here thinking relaxed and said, wait a minute. I'm using 70% of the service. How come over here the PC tier has a special thing, a special bond because they're paying 18? And over here, the Xbox console user that we've been fighting for years, to maintain the Xbox and everything, we don't got a same tier like that. It would be sweet if we got something like that. But what another person said, Game Pass should get rid of the tiers and all of us to add to services Game Pass 10, one day and day extra 5. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, Safo. Whoever said that, that's just a sweet idea right there. Why is so serious? A beautiful awesome $5 super chat. They upgraded the cloud infrastructure. Now they're passing the cost to us. IDC about cloud. Well, I wouldn't say about the cloud though. Because I don't think this is cloud's fault because they've been for lots of years trying to upgrade the cloud. So yeah, I wouldn't say that they're passing the cost to us though. Hashtag code. Why? Did I say something like that with Silent Cypher in the building? He's not going to show me with this stuff. That doesn't mean that Xbox console won't get the PC version. It also includes the chance it will come to console. I can see that happening. I mean, I really do hope so, David Cohen. I really do hope so. That would be a serious good thing. Because look, Jacob, again, I'll repeat what I was saying before. $30 versus 10 grand. 360 versus 10 grand is not even a scratch for the value that Game Pass on. It's not even a scratch. But you going over there to PC and giving them a better tier than what we have here on Xbox, I mean, we got to talk. We got to have at least a good tier like that for us to be happy. That's all I'm saying. The thing is, Jason Portillo, no, I cannot access xCloud, Louis. No, I cannot access it. Before I could when I had VPN, but logging in with VPN, it's a mess. I was surprised when you said you want the price increase. Yeah, because the thing is, Rudix, this price increase got a lot of people together and started to fight the price hike. Which that is something as a user, I'm happy they're fighting it because we got to fight price hikes. We cannot look at this because it's a game, it's only Xbox, no, because everyone out there is hiking up the prices. And if we don't fight, it's going to get to a point, Rudix, where us, as a user, as a video game fan, we're going to start pulling back and say, man, it's getting pretty expensive, and run away from all this stuff. Because it is getting expensive. It is. So give us options, That's all I'm asking. Give us options. Still questing? Go ahead. Go ahead, still questing for Hothead. Yeah, VPN makes everything so 100% it does. This is going gold, La Fala. What's going gold? Uh-oh, the cold head. $25 for the whole 9 yards is a good deal. I mean, look, I don't care if they take away cloud. Seriously, I mean, I don't mind if they give it to you without cloud because I'm not using the cloud. I don't mind if they take away rewards, for me because I can't use rewards. I'm saying for me. I mean, just give me the access of a good tier like the PC. Have everything in that good tier, and I don't have to use cloud. Give it to us on console. I'm happy with that. That's all I am asking because now I'm forced to pay the 40. Oh, the 30, sorry. Bro, Microsoft hired a record amount of game devs this year. Rudix, the question is, are all these guys going to survive? Because they've been firing everything. Cold head, they call that an Eskimo special, I believe. Why did I say it that way? But what's the right term, though? How do you say the right term so I don't repeat that wording again, right? Because for me, in Spanish, it's cabeza fría, right? I said something that's a word in Spanish. Is cuando yo senté con cabeza fría, that means when I sat down with a cold head. That's what it means, though. Or cool head. Shit. No matter how I say it, it still sounds awful. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Sonny, what profession are you in? Oh, Lord. Oh, with the calm head. Okay, thank you for. Still, that sounds bad though. Cooler heads prevailed. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jacob. I'm not destroying because look, if it came out in 2018, the $30 value, it would have been a cool option, 2018. But nowadays, coming up like a $10 increase, like whoa, that's too fast, you know. Just call Mr. Freeze. Hey, man. Hey. I know Batman and Robin sucks, but I love Mr. Freeze. Yep. I love Mr. Freeze. Sorry about that, chat. My father's calling again, but I'll type to him real quick. Hold on. You shut Game Pass off. I can. Nah, I'm not doing that, bro. That's a headache. I don't listen. Back in the day, I used to do. Look, back in the day, that was fun times. Nowadays, I don't want to deal with that headache stuff or pirate stuff. Oh no. Screw that. No, I'm done with that stuff. No. I mean, I'm paid to babysit Louis. You're the best to troll me. Oh Lord. Okay, and plus Xbox wasn't just a console, very successful brand, which is why Xbox Game Pass is on PC too. Xbox making money on things other than consoles, than focusing on consoles only. Yeah, I know. I gotta say, when it comes to evolving, they did a pretty good job. Louis, I saw new Barbie games coming out. You going to play it? Oh Lord, I gotta listen. I don't know why my times are messed up. I gotta really sit down and do everything. Roberto says he's going essential for online gaming. There you go. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Time for pirates. Arrgh. I can never be a pirate. No, I'm sorry. I mean, I remember doing that back in the day. And then I remember this one time. What was this game called? What was this game called? Oh, Serious Sam. Yeah, I remember Serious Sam. I had Serious Sam, right? So with Serious Sam, hold on. With Serious Sam, I got the pirate version, right? So I was like, yeah, let me play some Serious Sam right now. Let me go try Serious Sam. Let me go ahead and play it. And I went out there and played Serious Sam. And guess what, chat? Guess what? Guess what happened to me with Serious Sam? Since it was pirated, All of a sudden, I had this big red scorpion, big ass dude charging after me and kicking my ass. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And I was like running all over the place. Like, man, I gotta kill this dude. And literally, you cannot kill that scorpion dude. You cannot even hide, bro. I mean, I even tried to hide under a rock, and that my member came after me. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then later on down the road, I found out that if you pirated the game, you had that scorpion dude chasing after you. And I said, nope, that's it. I have to throw away that CD. Oh, no. I'm not doing that ever again. I mean, literally, Serious Sam taught me, stop pirating. This is what you get. Shit. I mean, bro, that really traumatized me right there. I'm not kidding you. That was a very traumatic moment for me because I was like, man, Serious Sam looks fun. And after like 15 minutes or 20 minutes of running around doing the mission, all of a sudden, this big ass dude that was a boss said, what do you mean? Why is there a boss in this there? And you were shooting. Man, let me tell you something. I'm telling you, I think I got better in dodging in what's it called? In all these Souls games, thanks to Serious Sam. Serious Sam did not even have that much movement. And shit, I learned how to be a perfect dodger because I was fighting this big ass scorpion dude chasing after me all over the place. At $30 a month last is an owning, part is the stealing. Okay. I'm not doing that again. I was traumatized, bro. I was traumatized. No. So chat, right? Serious Sam is a beautiful mayhem. Yes, it is. Pirate Game Pass, aka $10 unlimited codes on CD keys. We always, that's the cool part. We always got the option, to get Game Pass elsewhere. That's another cool thing. So yeah, it's nice for us. I only buy Rockstar games day one. No one other developer makes games as good as Rockstar. There you go. Good stuff. They're not selling you the game. You're paying a reduced free rent. Okay, hold on. Let's clear this out about the rent thing. Let me clear this out about the rent thing. Let's clear this out. Back in the 360 days, back in the PS2 days, back in the PS1 days, back in all that stuff, I knew a lot of people that pirated on that console. So basically, you went out there, you bought a ton of CDs. I mean, I remember people telling me, there you go, DJ Berto says it's a modded one, right? So here's the thing though, right? So I remember people telling me, yeah, I had so many games. I had so many games on my 360. I had so many games on my 360, man. I was so happy with all these games that happened. Like, duh, because you had it pirated. And when you bought it CDs for like 100 pesos or 2,000 pesos, that's like 20 CDs. So, of course, you're going to have a bunch of games. I mean, I remember having 450 games, 500 games, and ask me, did I play them all? Hell no. I played like 30 or 40 CDs on it. I'm not kidding you. I probably, like throughout the whole generation on the 360, I probably played 500 games, but I had tons of games. I did. I remember having, man, the other day I was like, when I saw my 360, I remember I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember we used to have those CD cases? I had CD cases of 100. I remember I had like 10 of them full of games alone. And I was like, wow, I bought this game and I remember I played it for 5 minutes and moved on to this one. I remember I played this and oh my God. And now we have Game Pass. Why are we mad at Game Pass about? Because I'll be honest with you, you bought a pirated CD. Pirated. You did not buy the game. You pretty much stole it from the all you did was on the CD, but you did not own the game. And renting though, oh, this is renting. How is it renting though? Because renting is I go to Blockbuster, rent this thing, right? And it comes with a CD in it. Come back home with a CD and last 4 days with it, and then go ahead and return it. Seriously. We cannot. Yes, exactly. I do not. Thank you for that, son. I forgot to mention. I do not condone pirating because let me tell you something. I used to pirate back in the day because I was young, right? We all did. We cannot hide from that. Now, do I right nowadays pursue that? No. Is it worth doing it? No. Especially for what happened to me with Serious Sam? Fuck no. I'm not gonna deal with that again. Community, no, we cannot condone your Louis' disparity behavior. We here at Xbox International Podcast do not take responsibility for Louis' days on the high seas of his youth. Yeah, thank you. Bunch of boys didn't even read. They bought 500, 800 system, so not to play any games. Wow, dang. That was a hard hit right there. 360 a year for a subscription, you're going to see you've crossed the line of responsible value, but just buy your own games at this point. On average, games will beat 4 titles a year. That's another one we have, people. That's don't play as much games. So at the end of the day, though, listen, for the value it is, again, it's good. But these price hikes is what worries me. That's what worries me. We as fans cannot let it still happen. We have to put a stop, not only on Xbox, on Nintendo, and PlayStation. Seriously, we gotta sit down and think as a consumer and as a video game fan, we just cannot let them keep on hiking prices. We just can't. We can't, bro. Literally, it's not good for us. And if we don't fight, chat, if we don't go out there and fight, put up a fight, by the next gen, we're going to have probably $1,200 consoles. By the next gen, we'll probably have a service that's going to be a 50. And by the next gen, we're going to be in deep shape. We're going to say, what are we doing here? Is it worth me upgrading? Is it worth me running over here? Is it worth me to still playing video games? If it's getting expensive, I'm leaving. That's what we got to fight for. I hope you guys understand. 100%. Rudig says, just a lemon churches. Man, Rudig, we all do touch grass. What are you talking about? We all do touch grass. I mean, 12,000. Rudig, how much do you think is 12,000 worth of games? I mean, Rudig, yeah, I don't know if you got your math right, because let me tell you something. $12,000 worth of games divided by 70 is 17 games, Rudig. And let me tell you something. 17 games is not that much, though. For a year. I mean, if you get home after long days of work and you sit there, you put in a good 5 hours each day. And on the weekends, if you have the time off, you put, that's not even that much. I mean, I rented more than 17 games back in the day. I mean, I'm ready for next gen. I'm ready for it. But what scares me is if we don't go over here and fight now, fight as a team, fight as consumers, next gen, we're going to get our butts kicked because they're getting greedy. And that's what sucks. Because remember, this is a company and they get greedy, chat. They do get greedy. They do get greedy. We don't need that to happen to none of us. We don't. We got to keep on fighting this. We got to fight this with love, and protect us, the consumers. We love the company 100%. We love the company. We love how they're giving us cool stuff. We love how they're pouring good stuff to, we love all that stuff. I mean, we can't deny this. Xbox, for what it is, for the value and everything, they're doing a pretty good job. I cannot deny none of that. My concern is that today is 30, but what if next year you guys go up to 40? Or the year after that you guys go up to 50? Or the year after that you guys go up to 60? That's my question. And that's the part that scares me. That's what scares me. No joke. It scares me a lot. Scares me a lot. So my advice is, what's up, Plume Gaming? Yeah, game share too, which is another good option. Game share is nice. Like if you share games with other person, you can pay for the ultimate 50-50. That's a good thing too. Rudix, you love PlayStation. Oh, that's an abusive relationship. I mean, Rudix, right now, these consoles are all abusive to us because remember, Nintendo has $90 games. I'm going to zoom in on this one. Remember, Nintendo has $90 games. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I feel people forget game share includes Game Pass as well. Sure, that's it. If you love X, okay. NFMS reversed the price. It could only be temporary, like the $80. I mean, I'm not listen, just yes. I'm not asking Microsoft to reverse price. What I'm asking them is give us another tier, give us like the PC tier for us, so people do not use cloud, for us who do not use all this stuff, right? At least have that tier for us to go there, enjoy, and have fun with the service. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying reverse anything. Just go ahead and do that. Show me on the Xbox where Xbox where MS touched you. Huh? What do you mean? Where did it touch me? What do you mean? MS touched me. What do you mean? Yeah, and that's another one. We need a family plan. That would have been a sweet deal. Bro, Nintendo looks like Fisher Price made a console who plays those kids anyways. Those kids games. Hey. Rudix, listen. Rudix, let me tell you something. Rudix, listen. Rudix, listen. Let's complain about the prices. Let's not talk about those games that being like kids because I don't want Nintendo fans in here fighting me because let me tell you something. Nintendo fans really get furious. I'm not gonna have a versus battle with Nintendo fans on here. They're gonna kick my butt. Don't put people losing their shit about Game Pass. Buy 3 years Game Pass Core, the CD keys for a month. Game Pass you convert 2 years of Ultimate and less out 10 months in the long run. Yeah. But for arcade, the question is, what happens if they decide to take out the stacks? Because okay, the stacks are good, but what happens if they take that out and just focus on monthly? And by the time the stack comes out, Game Pass is at 50. What are you gonna do? My fight is today is the price hike. That's my fight. I don't want to keep on going with price hikes. I'm tired of it. Intimidating my attention until it sells their fast card for Oh Lord, Runings, what did you do? The sucks you can't. I did speak my mind, Runings. The thing is, you came in way too late. I did speak a lot today. I did. I said a lot of shit. I said a lot of shit to everyone out there. I wasn't quiet today. I said shit to Xbox. I said shit to Nintendo. I said shit to PlayStation. I said shit to everyone, even the PC. Yeah, I mean, let me have PC. Why the fuck GPUs cost $2,000? Fuck that shit. There you go. Facebook. Why I'll get Pass on Black Friday. The price is not an issue. Go back and play Eternal Darkness and Made World Nintendo first party games that tell me Nintendo's only kid games. I'm telling you, I can tell. Man, let me tell you something. You know when a show goes to hell right now after a comment what Safu just said, man. Oh, fuck that. I'm not gonna Louis, don't read that. No. What am I gonna do today? I mean seriously, the slander is horrible today. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You were grinning the other night. I saw your smile like a big grin on P Lum show. I did not like that, so yeah, I'm gonna have you both tested soon, no joke. But there, Safo, what? I had to get up for that shit. God damn. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Steam is free, just buy a game. They are having autumn sale as we speak. Discounts on games. Yes, but it's a license. Which sucks. I'll get you, David. Hold on. Let me go up. Sapo, come on, girl. Come on. Oh, Lord. Sapo, just remember, try cutting grass. It's new. It's new. That has never happened in video games, Legend of Zelda. But yeah, it's never happened. It's new. Go ahead, cut grass. That's the cool thing about, go to your take, cut grass. God damn. I'm still laughing. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Oh man, I've been having fun. I didn't come in late. It starts when I wake up. Well, Rudis, wake up early, damn it. I've been here since 9:30. It's not my problem. Oh, Lord. So, Louis, motorcycles, we need therapy. Ah, West Davis. I bought my bike yesterday and I rode it here. I'm happy. I'm happy. Like later on today, I got to do a couple errands. And if I got time, I got to take it to the maintenance place. I think around 3, I'll be able to take it. So I got to run real fast. I got to pay some euros. And yeah, because I don't know if I told you guys I'm working on my Spain citizenship. So yeah, I got to pay a ton of euros. I got to fix something real quick today. Dustin Lambert says, fuck, Steve. All right, Rudy, have a good day. Steven's speech is 5K. I'm still laughing at Sapo's comment. Because now I'm like thinking of the main character, the one who played. Oh, Lord. No, no, no. Let's not talk about that. No, that sounds bad. So let's see. 4K says, but that's why you do it now. Mm-hmm. You got to go ahead and do it. It's allocate my talent and grades. Farq, I'm going to talk to you later on about that because I need some help. Let me see now. Take care, Louis. Safo, would you start against Cutting Edge? Safo, why do you say that game is Cutting Edge? Oh, Lord, this is getting worse. This is getting worse. Oh, man. Darren, Ghost of Your Taste today, man. If you guys bought Ghost of Your Taste, seriously, have fun, man. No joke. Have fun. Enjoy the game, man. And I hope you guys come around and talk to me about it because I want to hear your thoughts. I'm not playing it this year. No, because I already played Shadows. And for me, if it's the same story as Shadows, I'd rather wait for next year just to try to ease off the edge of Shadows, and then jump to it. So come on, tell me about it. I would like to hear about it. But let's see now. Let me just see my comment about the 360. Where's David Cohen's comment about the 360? I think I read David Cohen. Yeah, I think I did tackle it. So let's see. Yeah, I think I did tackle it. Sorry. Yeah, I did tackle it. David Cohen, I did. I probably did because I can't see it here in the chat. While I go up, I can't see it. I can't. I just can't see it. No. Just can't see it. I don't like the price increase. This price increase, but I'm not over. As long as I have options and even use MS reward points towards paying my subscription doesn't affect me. Yeah, but for K, what happened was that now you cannot use MS reward points to renovate your your Game Pass subscription. Right now, MS, what they're giving you is to buy gift cards, and with the gift cards, then you can go ahead and purchase the. Probably you can. I don't know if you can keep doing it, but yeah, they canceled the whole. You can buy Game Pass, with the reward points. They canceled that. But here's the thing, though, 4K. I can't. Me, for example, my big complaint is, okay, you gave us a price tag. Okay, so I see the tiers. I see it. Okay, cool. But here's the thing, though. You got me thinking. Like I mentioned before, and I'll say this again because I said it this way. When after yesterday's show ended, I spent all day analyzing, thinking, with a cold head. I'll say it because that's the term I use, with a cold head. Pause. So thinking in cold head, I was like, wait, I only use 70% of the service. So basically, I did the math. It's $20. Yeah, that's what happened. But like I said, I'm using 70% of the service. Like I cannot use rewards. I can accumulate, but I cannot use them. And my rewards is like CFD things, stuff like that. So it sucks for me. Hashtag cold head. Yes, we're going to use cold head from now on. Yeah, that's a good term. Cold head. Yep. Oh, Mushi, I can't find Phil Spencer post. He's like MIA. I'm really hoping they do damage control, though. Seriously, I really do hope because there's a lot of people that are mad out there and they need to cool those people's heads down. Seriously, they need to cool down. Always thinking with this cold head, yeah. The tears people shed the last 24 hours around every drought in every state, parts of Mexico. And there was a lot of people mad about this. No, you're raised. It's over for Xbox, bro. I wouldn't say it's over. We have a long way to go. I wouldn't say it's over, man. I wouldn't say it's over. Because that's another thing, Xbox facing its last stand, question mark. Because the thing is, people are going to go out there and say, well, the Xbox is dead. The Xbox is going to die. Listen, the day it dies is when MS comes out and says it's over. That's the day it dies. While it keeps on going, it keeps on delivering, we cannot say it's dead. That's the truth. There's a lot of people out there on Twitter who need some code 100%. Phil and Sarah, both MIA, they had to the intern to do the announcement. That joke she tried to make about other names was not good. Hmm. That's why I buy games, so I'm not bleeding money every month with the service to only cancel if the price and not have. But that's a look, Darren. That's a cool option. I mean, if you want to buy your games, cool. I like the whole idea of the service. Xbox fans are all boomers. What do you mean by we are all boomers? Why? It's like married friends who gets cheated on and says, "I still love her though." You're copying, dude. You're coping, dude. Coping on what? Am I crying? Am I sad? No. So I don't know why you got to come around here and say that I'm booming on something. What I'm booming is the price hikes, and I'm talking about in general, not only Xbox, everyone. I'm tired of price hikes. The only way as a consumer I can win is if I fight this and shit. The only way as a consumer who wins is we get lower prices. How much did they raise the price by? So the Ultimate got raised $10. The other ones I don't remember by how much, but my issue is how come PC's got a better tier than us consoles? That's my only complaint. And I wish we had a tier like that. So Xbox, we're gonna go out there and fix something. You know, I'm not saying reverse the price, but give us a tier like that. It died for me many years ago. They were greedy and still I laughed my ass off. Well, I'll be honest with you, all of them are greedy right now. You cannot, because what I find hilarious is that everybody out here is not looking at the other ones. They're looking at just Microsoft. But PlayStation raised their console prices twice. They gave you a $700 premium console without a stand, and they're charging you extra for that stand. That's horrible. I'm sorry, that's a horrible thing because it's a premium console. PS Plus has gone up, and it's for me that value for that thing is not worth it. $160 a year is not worth that value for premium price. Is not value. Fuck no, it's not. I'm not even using the PS Plus. It's no value for me there. What else? And yet people are comfortable by saying, well, it's okay. Like, for example, people were happy that PlayStation increased the price. I mean, not increase the price, lower the storage and still charging you $500 for it. People are like, it's okay. I'll just get an SSD. That's the problem we're facing now. People keep saying it's okay. We cannot say it's okay when we have price hikes. When we have consoles, lowering the storage, charging you the same. We cannot say it's okay. What we gotta say it's okay is lower the prices because as consumers, that's where we win. That's my problem. My biggest problem is today is $30. Okay, host value. I look at it. I'm like, okay, the value's good, but hey, next year what? 40? Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Xbox to cancel Game Pass, stomp castles, and move us to PC. Sell hella games. They didn't want Windows Phone and the Zune. Another thing is you're pointing your finger, so I'm shaking my head. New Year raise because New Year raise. Here's the thing, though. That's what's funny. You see, this is what I mean. This is the problem with us today. As consumers, we don't protect ourselves. Look at you say you're pointing fingers at the other one. Hey, bro, I wouldn't be pointing fingers, right? If they weren't doing it. All of them are doing it, bro. All of them. So what would you want me to do? You want me to shut up and just blame Xbox for this? When all of them are doing it? Because I got a question for you, New York Rays. Game Pass goes up. Where the fuck are we going to go? Seriously. You can't go to PlayStation because they're going to increase the prices too. You can't go to Nintendo because Nintendo's increasing the prices too. So where the fuck are we going to go? You go to PC. PC is mad expensive. So where the fuck are we going to go? I'm being honest. Where? Why don't you ask yourself that question? Because the main topic of the day is these price hike of Game Pass and what they can do to make it better for the Xbox user. For example, me, that I only use 70% of the service because of the part of the world I am, right? What can I do? Why don't they give us a tier like PC? That's all I'm saying. Now, if they reduce the price, cool. But if they don't, give us a PC, kind of PC tier. That's what I'm asking for. That's all I'm saying. And you're saying, like, don't point fingers to the other one. When I know the other ones are going to do the same. You know when PS Plus looked sweet? When it was 120. I paid the 120. I wasn't mad by paying $120 for a year service, but when I saw that it went up to 160, I was like, nope, it's not worth it. The value that it provides is not worth it. But the thing is, you're much too much of a fanboy to understand because you're looking at it because it's lower, and that's the problem we have today. You guys say it's lower, it's cool. If it's lower than the other one, I'm fine. It's looking pretty sweet because it's lower. Let me tell you something, bro. You're going to get an increase soon, and when it does, I want you to come around again and tell me that it's still good. I'll be like, oh, so increases are good. Nice. And that's the problem. Hikes are the problem. It's hurting us all. So what happens if PS Plus Premium goes up $25 a month? I want to see you protect that. And then you'll be like, wow. And I know you're not going to come around because the thing is about you fanboys is when you guys want to stick up and go out there and say your shit, you don't come around and admit to it. I admit to it. I say where I was wrong. If I made a mistake, I've done it once before on the show. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. But seriously, my problem is now New York Rays, you're about to get your butt kicked out here. That's what's going to happen. So now we got a Steam fanboy and a PlayStation fanboy calling it dog shit. I mean, I got to tell you something. It's better than your bullshit. Even though it's a much more expensive, it's better than your bullshit. It is. I get day one games. For $30, not paying 80, I'm happy. Huh. Exactly. Why it says only show up to bad Xbox news and they come in here trying to fight. That's what they do. But at the end of the day, though, chat, it's like what I say. The ones who canceled the sub, right? Not being serious. The ones who went out there and canceled the sub, I hope is to protest the price hike. It's not because of the brand or anything. Protest the price hikes. Because that's what we got to do. We got to protest on price hikes. So that way, next year, we don't get another price hike. The year after that, we don't get another price hike. Because I'm tired of these price hikes. It's driving me nuts. That's my point. Stick to a price, have it there, or give us options. So that way, for these price hikes, it's not going to affect us that much as it's doing it right now. That's my problem. Because what I'm seeing is on Xbox, you're giving us 2 tiers that look good, plus the Ultimate that, like always, looks fantastic. But, seems like PC tier is getting the better option. Why don't you give us that option on Xbox? That's the only thing we need. We'll be extremely happy and subbing back to your service. So I hope Damage Control comes around and does that. No joke. I hope it does. Seriously, I hope it does. And I do too. What are you talking about? I got all 3. No, oh, you got all 3? I got 4, buddy. I got a 3080 PC. I got a Nintendo Switch. I have a Series X. I have a PS5 sitting here. If not, back there where I'm sitting at, look, I'll even move a little bit so you can see it. There's the box of the PS5. So I do got them all. And as a user of them all, I'm right. So it gives me every right to go out there and complain, bro. Because as a consumer, it's starting to suck for me. And it's starting to suck for everyone. Oh, I'm crying? Guys, you guys see a tear on my face? Hey, moderators! Y'all know what to do. Because this guy is a fanboy born and raised. I won't renew Game Pass. I'm done. I don't use it enough. Plus, I can buy games. That's good, man. I mean, look, like I said, If you guys are mad at the price hike, go for it. Fight this off. I keep saying fight price hikes. Fight it. Hey, man. I'm not mad. I'm just laughing at your face because you're about to get your butt kicked. So Paulo Diaz says, I don't think the ultimate is worth. There you go. You got it. It's not enough gains or benefits. However, the premium price and benefits match. I think they hike prices to take income for the new Call of Duty. Yeah. Paulo Diaz, like I said, talked to a couple friends about that yesterday. It would have been better if, like the Vault Edition, they would have increased the price of the Vault Edition for Game Pass Ultimate instead of hiking the price of the Game Pass itself. I was talking about that yesterday with a friend. But yeah, this shit is straight up movie. Yep. Damn. Fight the power. That's it. We got to fight. PC, Xbox Series X, Switch 2, Analog Pocket. I literally don't care if they raise prices. The Xbox Series will be packed up and not used. I have other systems. Oh, pack it up then. All I'm saying is this: if you have a library on there, sad you're packing it up. That's something I don't understand. I keep telling people: don't go out there. Don't go out there. And I think Microsoft, please no. Microsoft, please no. Don't, please no. We don't need that right now. We don't. Look, I don't need that right now. Exactly. You got to protest price hikes. Exactly. Protest price hikes. That's what we got to do. Got to tell them stop raising the prices because this is what you're gonna get. And not only do that, you got to do it to them all. That's why I don't pay for Plus because I protested. I said I'm not paying for that shit. Fuck it. Now they have a less person paying Plus. They do. I'm not interested in doing it. I gotta practice a damn guitar. So chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. I already said my head, I said my head. I already said my thoughts, I already gave you, I went out here to talk to you guys about it, listen to you guys what I had to say, and like I said, if you guys are going to fight this, fight price hikes. Don't fight it because if it's a company, I don't know, fight it because of these price hikes. We gotta do this. Oh, go ahead. Thank you. Thank you for the promotion, man. I really appreciate it. Man, wow. Yeah, they have the Vault Edition update for the play 7 days early, but not anymore. They had to say $69 to want to play early. The ultimate to get a massive Gobble Gun limited time. Wow. Yeah, I know because I'm thinking about the cold head thing that I said earlier. That was laughing my ass off. Sorry about that. But yeah, look, guys. At the end of the day, listen. We gotta fight price hikes. We gotta take it down so they stop. Because look, what's scary enough is what's next. That's what scares me. $30 value versus $360 value versus the 10 grand they put in there. It's not a bad price still. You gotta be honest right there. But the thing is that $30 value or $360 we pay for a year goes up to 40, goes up to 50, goes up to 60, goes up to 70. That's a problem. That's what scares me, and that's something that we gotta fight and stop going out there, and tell these guys, listen, we take to a point we cannot stand any more price hikes. So give us an option if you're gonna price hike this. Give us an option elsewhere or do something because for what it seems, they're not giving us that much of an option out here. We have to look for it. So that's what we gotta fight for. Because I get it, terrorists. I get this shit, that shit. I get it. 100% I get all that stuff. What's happening around the world, I get it. But hell, what I don't get is, why do we still see more and more increases and insane increases? Because this one was a big increase, which got us to think and say, wait a minute, I only use, for example, me, I only use 70% of the service. So what is my go around to this as Crazy Lou? Hey, Microsoft, listen, I understand your increase, cool. It was sharp. I did not like how sharp it was, but hey, give me an option like the PC tier. It will be nice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But hey, chat, listen up. The crazy one's gotta go. I gotta head to the bank. I got several things I gotta do today. Because like I said, I'm working on something and I gotta get it done tomorrow. Chat, tomorrow. I will not be on here. I gotta head out of town. I gotta do an errand out of town tomorrow. It's a business. It's a business run I'm doing. So just to give you all a heads up, I won't be here tomorrow. But on Saturday, though, if anything comes up tomorrow, I'll be here on Saturday morning talking to y'all about what's cooking out there. Because hell, we got some things we gotta talk about, right? I didn't look at the PC tier. What does that entail? So the PC tier, you get Call of Duty, you get the games on Xbox that come out day one, you got all the cool stuff, except for the what's it called? The except for cloud gaming, and you don't get the V Bucks and all that stuff. You don't get none of that on the PC tier. So if Xbox will give me that option, that I could take away the cloud gaming and the rewards too, because I can't use rewards for the place in the world I am at. I can use them, but it's just for junk. I don't like it. So if they give me that option, I'm happy. Paying $20 a month, that'll be sweet. But hey, let's see what happens. So chats, before I go, like always, tell me what you've all been playing. Yeah, last night I went to play a little bit of Turok because my friends were not wanting to play Helldivers last night. They were playing something else, so I was playing Turok a little bit just to get my head cool down. Well, pause. That's not bad. The PC tier is only $18, $18. That's the thing though, and that's what I'm fighting for, right? Right here, right now, I'm saying, look, you guys made deals to reverse the price. If you do, cool. If you don't, cool too. But give us at least that tier for us to go ahead and sub. That's what I'm saying. Seriously, if they reduce the price, I'll be like, wow, shit, good fight, good fight. Play Turok 2, still one of the best. Yeah, Turok is a good game. I love Turok. It's so fun. So fun. Oh, Lord, 16.50 for me. Nice. Nice. That's what I'm saying, though. I mean, give us option, guys. That's all I'm asking for. That's Crazy Louis what's saying out here. Give us the option. But in the end, increases suck. They got to stop. Because today is 30, tomorrow might be 40, and next, in a couple of years, it goes up to 50. I mean, where are we going to go? I'm going to go. I'm going to a bar and asking for a cold head drink. I don't want to do this, but a cold I put cold head drink. It says cold non-alcoholic drink like juice or ginger ale is a good choice when you have a head cold. That's not that. Alcohol drink. Let me type it in the right way. Alcohol drink called cold head. No, we don't have nothing. We have Crystal Head, but we don't have Cold Head. That could be a drink, though. Good name for a cook. Yeah. So, chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today, man. Wow, we reached up to 61 people. I mean, that was amazing, chat. I mean, I was super happy today. Good show today, man. I mean, seriously, it's been a while since I had that on the show. I mean, or at least 50. I'm happy that this pumped up. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet to see that. I'm super happy about that. But again, chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today, man. It was awesome. It was amazing. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Seriously, you guys are the best. No joke. Hands down, you guys are the best. And man, like I said, wow, seeing that increase in chat was pretty freaking amazing. Really had a lot of fun today, man. Had a good conversation. Had good talks today, man. Real fun. Al Snow, Ed. Yeah, I was also saying, yeah, Ed. I remember that stuff. But again, thank you all for the super chats and the memberships, man. Seriously, love you guys. I really do. So, chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XPI content goes on. And guys, have a beautiful, and I do mean a beautiful and an awesome Thursday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET with Sourblow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. And on Fridays, they invite me if they don't XPI en Español with Elvis Elicita and Metal Berserker at 7 p.m. ET also. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Lou Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and I will see you guys on Saturday morning because remember, I gotta go in a business errand out of town tomorrow. So I'll see you guys on Saturday morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.